All right, man. Look, man. Today, here at the Carry Out, I'm Tone P. I'm sitting here with my brothers, man. My favorite go-go band of all time. This is the originals of UCB right here. Uncalled 4-band. Welcome, man. Welcome to the We have a lot of history between everybody sitting here at this table, you know what I mean? So, I really wanted to know, just as a fan, bro, like, what year did Uncalled 4-band become a real band? And like, y'all knew this was more than a neighborhood thing.
1996.
96?
Mm-hmm. Summer of 96 is when it was formulating to be for real.
Uh-huh.
Yes. August, September.
Uh-huh. And where did this happen at? Like, what location?
In Mike's basement.
Mm-hmm. Uptown, Parkview area, like just in that area, Georgia Avenue, Petworth area.
If you know where the Black Hole at.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we all know where that's at.
If you know where the penthouse at.
Yeah.
We used to run it. We used to run in the penthouse. Sneak in there.
Yeah. So that's what
for 2 peaks.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So what at what moment did y'all realize like this is starting to be a thing? Like what song or what moment did y'all know like damn like this shit is really a real thing?
I don't really know that part. When I came to the band, rest in peace, Wooda.
Yeah.
Wooda came to get me out of my house. Mm-hmm. He was like, man, my cousin got a band. You got to come and play with us, bro. I was like, all right. And I just, I kind of told him okay for like maybe like a week or so.
Yeah.
And then he just came to my house. He was like, man, we got practice today. And he just took me with him.
We probably was like 2 months in.
Yeah,
all right. So it's still in the beginning.
He took me with him. But the truth is, they really didn't even have practice. He was just lying to get me up there.
Okay, all right, bet. Trying to put it together.
And just so I can meet Mike. But me and Mike went to the same junior high school.
Yeah.
So he just took me up there and just was like, look, man, this is what I want. I want you to play drums, man. Show them what you know how to play. Just go ahead down there and play.
Mm-hmm. Tell the people where you went to school at, because I was supposed to go there.
Oh, McKinley. This is when I was going to McKinley.
No, but y'all went to junior high.
We went to Shaw Junior High School.
I was supposed to go there.
All right.
Yeah,
where you end up going?
Me and Mike went to Shaw.
I just did the greatest junior high school in the planet.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that.
Me, Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett went to the deal?
Yeah.
Oh, I went, not with me, but...
Wait, Warren Buffett from here?
Yeah, he grew up here.
God.
His father was a
quick
congressman.
Little history lesson. I don't think nobody knew that.
His father was a congressman or something.
If you didn't go to Shaw, you probably wasn't musically inclined
at all. At all. You just wasn't.
Yeah.
If you were,
I was down with Jeff. So Deal was like the polar opposite of Jeff. Yeah, it was. That was our rival. Yeah.
At that age, if you had any musical bone in your body, Paul,
you was up Shaw.
You went to Shaw.
Possibly Hines.
Yeah.
Okay.
But more than like, if you was good, you was Shaw.
Yeah, that time I wasn't even into music. I wouldn't have known. I was just outside playing sports.
It was Shaw and Easton back then, man.
Yeah, that was it.
Shaw and Easton with Scooby and them went to that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So when I came to the band, man, and I met with Mike. Mike kind of laid out the vision, and in the beginning, truthfully, man, Mike did everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He scheduled the practices. Man, he used to hang up papers all over his basement. What the expectations was.
My man with the Bobby Brown of the group.
Yeah, 1000%. You know what I'm saying? Had what the expectations was, how he wanted things to go, how he would have things formatted and all that. And when I came there, I was just like, Wooda was like, man, show up, just play. Come on, play. So me and Wooda played a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Mike fired the drummer on the spot that day. And went upstairs. This when we had house phones.
Mike go look up and say, oh yeah.
No, this we had house phones. He go upstairs on the house. Mike run up the stairs. Mike run upstairs. We got house phones. Mike run upstairs, pick up the house phone, call.
That's it.
Yeah, man, we got a new drummer.
Yeah.
He better than you, son. You fired.
Yeah, he was gone.
And that was it.
And Moody just switched over to Congo because he we had both of them, Burnt Out Youngest with us too.
Yeah.
Played in the band before Earth came.
Okay.
Bo made a Unabomber.
Yeah, that's what's up. For Backyard Jones,
Well, it was a Burnt Out Youngest song first.
Yeah. Because Una was in their band.
Okay.
Because Una's in their band.
Una was on the mic.
Hell yeah. Una is a person.
Okay.
And,
Y'all sitting there like, who's that?
Yeah, Una was on the mic in their band. That's why they called it the Unabomber.
Okay. Oh.
But Roger, he used to play it in Mike's basement when he used to come practice with us.
Yeah.
That's why we knew he did it.
Yeah, because he used to play that beat in the basement all the time. It was like his signature thing.
Nah, that's crazy.
I think he probably the first dude in our time to play with 2 bands.
Yup.
That's everybody now,
Yeah.
No lie.
Nah, that's real. That's Uptown DC history right there.
That's
for
when
sure.
I think that's when I first came around, when I saw like in '96, when I saw how serious Mike was about it. Mike was serious about it, man. In the very beginning, I can't lie. Definitely more serious than I was. I was just talented, but I wasn't serious about music. Like
Now it's always that one person that's serious that's gonna put the band together and push forward. You know what I'm saying? And then that inspires everybody else to just push forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now
So
we
I
are.
had a little slight. Eric had it too because he was around the Icon and all them, the Go-Go. He was around Googie and them, Rittenhouse. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to.
we
I
had
used to.
some
My
early
mother
on
lived by
history
Googie.
between, before we started the band. But I really had a band in like '88.
What's the name?
He was
Uncalled
the Newton Youngest.
New Young.
It was me, my man Teddy, Stuff.
Uh-huh.
Rest in peace, Jeru. Rest in peace, Man Clock. And my brother Tay, and we was, and all us was in the band. And Short Dog.
no, man.
Newton Youngest on my mother block. We was there from like '88 to like '92. We blew good in them band out there. They had real drums. We had buckets, Junkyard. They had real drums.
And y'all was blowing them out.
Good. It was good. Suge and Dre in them.
Oh,
we
man.
blew them niggas out.
Oh, they older.
They was
Yeah,
older
they was
than us.
older.
We blew them
Yeah.
niggas out. And then after '92, this is some crazy shit, Joe. In 1992, my Uncle Boo took me down took all us down Kings Dominion. I did the video doing the butt with EU Joe. I was Sugar
Man,
Band.
when they used to film the little
And
joints.
Woo on this side, my brother on this side. They was my lead, my backup man. Lante and Woo, right? My hand on the drum, my cousin. I'm acting like I'm Sugar Bear, doing the butt. This 1992.
Yeah.
I'm like 12 years old. This just before we started playing with Riggs, Lamont Riggs. So 12 years old, I go down this summertime, do the video in '92. I never would have thought that in 2005 we would have the next biggest song, my nigga.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After doing that joke down
That's a
there in
full circle
'92,
moment.
and then
That's a
like
full circle
we started the band 4 years after that.
Yeah.
'92 to '96. That's how quick you mature
Facts.
from 12 years old to 16
Yup.
playing in clubs.
And
Joe.
how things
That
transition.
shit changed that fast.
That's fast. And like you said, you never thought after mimicking doing the butt, you would have your own.
We would be the next.
You would be
Next
the
thing,
next
song
song.
would be
literally.
the next song that would be
Yeah,
just as big as
man.
doing the butt. I would never even imagine that back then.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
I can relate though. Like
I had
it's
a
crazy
Reebok
to see
pump
something
on, nigga. I
unfold.
remember this shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Son, what was you doing in '92?
That going to Kings of Going to Kings of Million.
Super Bowl.
Going to Kings of Million, my family, and
Lamar Riggs.
playing football with Wooder at the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah,
You
y'all
wasn't
used to
thinking
be
about no
like
go-go
that.
back in '96. You
92,
wasn't thinking
I
4
think I
years
still
you'll
was
be
living
with-
uptown.
Go-go back
Nah,
before
and I was
this, baby.
playing drums then, but that's when I was playing sport. We was playing sports.
Nah,
man.
but
We
you
didn't
remember,
know.
Mike, that we tried to get out, we tried to start talking about it. Me, you, and
We're
Dundee
ready.
and G Money.
Temperatures Rise.
Yeah, Temperatures Rise. That was '94. But
was
we wasn't
94.
doing it
We
for
wasn't
real.
ready yet.
We wasn't
Yeah,
ready
you had
yet.
What was it coming?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
With no drums. Never had a drum set. Yeah, the drum on the table, nigga.
Yeah. That's how people get started though.
That's how it
Nah, that's
started,
how it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
But on that,
they had some early roots like in the band, and then Eric was around. You know, we tried. His cousin was
My
out of
my cousin
so he was
Ican taught
around
me how to play the
early.
drums. And my uncle Ignatius had a band, Distance, back in the day. Also played with Heat Wave now. He played with Heat Wave now. So I've been around music my whole life. From the time I can remember, I've been around drums, congos, keyboards, and all of that. And Mike can tell you when I
definitely grew up like that. Like
Yeah.
they ain't growing up like that, like how we grew up. Like
Nah.
everywhere you turn when we was youngest, from uptown to
niggas
Southwest,
had
from out, like
records and all that in the
it
basement.
was everywhere.
DJ records, it was
Not even
real,
just at
actual
like
physical
studios or like some rec centers may have some, but not in people's houses.
Yeah.
Like it was
Everywhere.
everywhere.
It was
Yeah,
everywhere.
I be trying to tell people that out of town, like, nah, we really grew up around instruments
That's
and
a
like
fact.
playing music,
Listen,
like, with our hands.
With our
Listen,
hands.
Tone,
Like in real life.
My
Not
And
just
then
on
you
the
had buckets, you had
Exactly.
you was going to Chuck Levis, you was doing something musical.
correct.
Growing up in our
listen, my mother lived uptown by Coolidge, right? So her back alley is to the back alley of Googie, who was probably the best
One of the
mix
big-
engineer in go-go.
If
Okay.
not the best.
Yeah. And we just used
Mixed
to just
red
go
essence,
and go. We used to play
Chuck
football in that
Brown.
alley. I scored 1,000 touchdowns in that alley. But we used to play football in that alley and all that. You know what I'm saying? But Googie would have the music. You know, is in the go-go community, was coming
Yeah.
over all the
So
time.
you
So
hear it.
we used to be just trying to look in the bass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going there. So we was around. I was around that, and then G Money cousin Sean was in the band with Ill Bill. I forgot the name of the band.
Oh,
He just
man.
passed away last week too. Rest in peace to Sean. But Sean had
Sean
us
and Bill.
coming
I
to their
forget the
rehearsals
name of the
at
band,
12,
man.
13 years old, just learning how they used to just, you know.
Yeah, that, we was really
Nah,
raised
well,
around.
they was
I
down.
forgot
They was
the
down
name,
our street though. I forget the name of their band because Bill used to play congos like that too.
Rated something, I don't know.
I can't remember.
But on that note though, like when y'all got established, right? The sound, like for me, right? How I even got introduced to y'all, right? My man Skibo from Congress Park moved over to Southwest and Channel Square where I'm from, right? And he slid me. This is when I was dancing. I was fucking him up. This is when me and Craig was fucking him up. Listen. And he came in with a CD. He was like, "Yeah, these my Uptown men." He didn't know y'all, but he was just saying this is the Uptown. He said he liked that. You should check him out. And so I put the CD in. I'm like upstairs at Mom's Joe. I'm like,
What year was
man,
this?
I can't tell you. I just know it. Let's see. I would say like 99,
It was a neighborhood life.
97.
They,
It might have been Neighborhood Life.
That came out in 99.
that came out in 99.
Okay, all right, bet. Yeah. So it was Neighborhood Life. And I was just listening to it. I was like, the clarity, because y'all shit was clean. Y'all did a lot of stuff in studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where the PA thing kind of took over right
We did
before
both,
that.
but we made it our business to do.
Correct.
We did 4 studio albums
Mm-hmm.
every year in a row. 99, 2000.
But I'm trying,
I know
who
what
made
it
the
did.
sound?
What happened with you was you gotta understand that for us at the generation of time we was and when we came out, wasn't no band doing what we was doing in the studio.
No.
They
At
didn't
all.
make them type of jumps.
The last people to do that was like Trouble Funk and them. That was
Our
25, 30
competition
years
was like
before that.
Backyard and Grooves in there.
Uh-huh.
We were trying to compete against them niggas.
Facts.
Like they sound. We were trying to sound better like that. We wasn't
Right.
thinking about nobody that was our age.
Because back was smoking right then and there.
That's what I'm saying. I
That's
think
the height of
that's
back.
why that's why neighborhood sound like that. Because when we look at neighborhood like now, we be like, fuck no. we don't want
Competition
that.
drove y'all to that point.
Back
The
then.
sound and the quality
I
back
think
then.
the only
we
song
better-
I'm proud
that shit
of
better
in
than anybody
Neighborhood-
else shit.
The only song I'm proud of in Neighborhood Life is Neighborhood Life.
That's it. But
So look, hey, look, but hold look.
At the time.
It's
the
crazy.
mix-wise, I'm gonna say the mix
I don't think most people, right? Because I just found this out like 2
It's the
years
mix,
ago.
man.
It's still a great. It's still the record fire though, right? And then sometimes you may not get things to be, especially in the beginning where we ain't got the type of budget that
It's
we're
a
looking
time
for and all of that.
capsule,
right.
It's a time capsule to show you the progression over time. But I didn't know this about Neighborhood Life. When I found out that Scooby was rapping on the joint,
Yeah.
Yeah.
see y'all say that most people don't know
And he
that.
played guitar and
Bro,
sung background.
and he sung backgrounds on it.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
He was in our
He was in the
band.
band.
Oh, he was in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooby was on every album that we did.
All the way up
See,
to
I
we
didn't
got
know that.
And
I didn't know
and
that.
not
How
only
you did
that,
it back to basics?
not
He
only
went back to
he went back
basics.
to
That's what I say. He
basics.
did back to basics.
Y'all gotta remember, I'm
We
like
got
6,
next
7, I'm like 5, 6 years
Yes,
later.
we beyond all that.
That's crazy.
Because my cousin.
You went with OB Tribe?
Yeah, but this,
Oh, he played in both.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the story. Because
Ah.
my cousin band was OB Tribe. I can't rest in peace, cause I love you. He taught me how to play drums. Put the drumsticks in my hand.
Yeah. He was living in Atlanta, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
I was talking. Yeah, rest in peace,
So
on. Yeah.
he put the drumsticks in my hand. His band OB Tribe, Scooby played in that band.
Okay.
So once we started gaining a little traction, and we wanted to do things that was like Mike said, we wanted to compete on a higher level.
Yeah.
The only resources that I knew that I could go to help us kind of compete on that level was the guys that helped raise me and helped teach me this music.
No question.
So I would go to them and ask them for help. Hey man, Arville, we trying to make this song up. Can you get these? Can you help us with these chords?
Yeah.
E, my brother to this day, man, I need some advice on this. What can we do to this? Scooby, the same way. But I was like their little brother. I went everywhere with them when I was young. They taught me everything. Pretty much I know. I'm talking about everything from
Everybody
how to
collaborate.
clean my shoes.
We just trying to win.
Yeah, you know what I'm
we
saying?
trying to get better and win.
Yeah, so I would invite them in to what we was doing because we wanted to help and we wanted to get better, but they also was just willing to do it because I was like their little brother.
Yeah.
And then they came to a show we had one time on 14th Street at Bentamani. And I came and E saw us for the first time. And then from then on, they just put us under the wing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, y'all be smoking. Y'all the young guns.
But you see, it's funny because I pick up, like, Roc was like, nah, man, look, man, we really was competing it out. Like, to us, we was competing against Backyard. And some people don't take that. And everybody else.
That level.
But Backyard, they from literally down the street from where y'all from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
man, like we was trying to.
no, I get it. I'm just saying, but some people don't take that
trying
and be
to head
serious
our
about
own
it.
show.
Yeah, we was trying to build. We was trying to
But
build
that's
our
what
brand the same
competition
way.
do to
Yeah,
a
we
person
was trying to
that's
open up
serious.
about it.
You
Yeah.
serious about something? You gonna be like, man, I can relate myself. I was trying to compete against Chucky Thomas. Rest in peace to him. I was dead serious about being better than everybody. Y'all know that because y'all was there. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Tone was a little different than this new Tone.
Oh no, man!
Listen, no, we was like, we seriously was students. We was really students of this shit.
But I like that because y'all had the fire. That's how y'all
studying
got
this
to where
shit.
y'all got.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we listen, Eric says this shit all the time. And when he first said it, I'm like, damn, I never thought about it like that. He said, man, we had to go through the hardest gauntlet of go-go ever.
We did.
You know what I'm saying? Because we started out, we had High Image, Young Legends, Total Madness, Burnt Out Youngins.
These are all uptown.
These all bands in our neighborhood.
Playing-
These all bands
Yeah.
But
playing
that's what
this.
we had on.
And that's who y'all competing against.
I'm gonna say it. None of them niggas ain't look better than us. We get the fly niggas out of all them bands. Like, all them niggas, they ugly, black, dirty, dusty. Them niggas had some money fly, but for the most part, we had all the motherfucking motion. I'm saying it now.
Tell him, Mike.
We was them niggas.
But see, it's that attitude that pushes.
That's part of it.
The envelope.
We would definitely.
Nah, listen, we used to go see
On the attraction scale, we would definitely.
We love y'all niggas, but y'all know what's up.
Nah,
Y'all
that was
put that show
our
like we do.
neighborhood friends and shit like that, uptown.
shit.
But we used to go see them all the time in C5. Until we started getting on the shows in C5.
Yeah.
Blowing shit out the water.
You want to know who been our competition? Rest in peace, Rise with Eyes, he was still alive.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah.
band kind of had it.
But we used to be with Raspberry every day, though. We used to be with them every
We
day.
had similar flavor, our bands and our style a little bit. Somewhat.
But Skoola and I knew we was doing something when Ill Will started trying to come be in our band.
Yeah,
Or when you know what I'm saying, like
Not radio ill will.
nah,
Yeah.
he played with High Image.
Right.
Okay, all
But
right.
then
Money Brown.
when people like
I'm a Southwest person. There's a lot of whole uptown shit going
it's
on right
all
now. Y'all
uptown
educate
shit.
me on a lot of
You
stuff.
gotta remember,
Yes.
we was, let me let you know this
was-
one time. We was ballers before we was band niggas.
Yeah.
Like football,
Yeah.
basketball.
Same. Yeah.
So a lot of people from the sports.
nah, what he said, we was dominant.
Dominant and all
Yeah,
that.
That's what he said.
No, not just. Listen,
not a
we
member
wasn't
of the
good at
team,
sports.
like-
Everybody that it's documented.
Yeah, I would have seen. See, I'm younger than y'all. I would have seen y'all because I was
No.
cooking. If people know me from sports before the music,
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So it's documented what our teams did in sports. My teams, their teams. It's DC documented in the record books what we did in sports.
Yeah.
It ain't even. It's no debate.
Yeah.
You can't talk. You can't even talk DC sports without talking that. I'm just a fact. This is what it is.
Nah. We gonna have to fact check. I'm gonna have to look it up. Look, we gonna have people
I'm just
listen.
telling you what it is. I got the videotapes and all that.
Yeah.
But we had to go through the hardest gauntlet because we had those bands first. You know, the High Images, Young Legends,
Total Madness.
Total
Like
Madness.
Total Madness.
We had all of these groups. And then once we, solidified ourselves among those group of guys, then we had
This is before the TCBs and the Raw Images.
Way before.
We was like in the so at this point we got the Huggabucks, Jigaboo, High Image. High Performance, Pure Elegance. High Performance stand us. These are all the bands. Mental Attraction. We had all these bands.
Huggabucks was on fire. They was on fire.
So then we make it through those groups. And our name, the cream kind of rise to the top. Then we got Raw Image, TCB.
They started coming.
TCB. This before the Bounce Beat TCB.
This before the Bounce
People be forgetting that they had 2 different eras.
Yeah, this before the Bounce Beat.
Mike Cousin Man started the band with Polo.
Rest in peace, Bugs. He had No Mercy.
Yeah, No Mercy.
Okay.
They was before.
They was before TCB. So we had all of this, and then
there's a lot of shit going on.
And then you still got to compete with the Backyards. Groovers, the Junkyards. So we had the hottest
frontliners.
Man, we had the hardest gauntlet ever to rise through all of that.
Because all of them was relevant at that time.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the only way that we probably made it that way, like I said, Mike was so serious in the beginning. We was gonna beat that first group of guys. The younger bands, the High Images and the Young Legends and the Total
Ambition alone.
We was gonna beat them off of just Mike alone, just being serious, just wanting it. He
wanted this thing to work out.
Yeah, he just wanted it more.
Yeah.
But then as the band elevated,
you say I started at the Armory?
Yeah. So and then so we started having it. So we started having it in the
This happened in the middle. Backyard just got spayed. Just got spayed before we broke up.
It's just.
I'm hip. I'm aware. I be telling people, I'm like, man, that UCB was on back heels, like how Eminem was on Jazy heels for a minute. Like, man, it was I remember, bro.
Man, it was
Big G told me a couple times.
It was a tough dog.
Y'all really stood apart. Because y'all sonically stood apart. Like, y'all, the music, the way y'all was rocking them leads and them organs, and then how the arrangements was.
That was from the get-go, too, Tom.
So who came up with that sound?
Alright.
And what did the session look like? How y'all came up with the record?
Let me say something. Big Marcus is very instrumental in the sound.
Big Marcus like that.
But I'm gonna say something that I never
shout out to Big Marcus.
That I say all the time because I said it. But we was in Mike's basement, and this was at the time. This had to been like '97. This was like late '96, early '97. We used to, the Black Holes are 1-2 blocks away. We in there every Friday to see Backyard.
Man, we'd leave practice and walk down
Backyard they had took like a break for like 2 weeks or some shit like that from the Black Hole. And they said that when they come back, they're going to come back with this brand new sound, blah, 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 blah. And when they came back, it was like 80% Timbales and overtones. They used to have a lot of Congo grooves and shit. But when they came back, it was like mostly Timbales. So that became like a thing. So all of the bands that was our age and at our time,
that's what we saw.
That's what we was influenced by.
Yeah.
But when we was in rehearsal, I'm like, listen, if we gonna be doing like how they're doing under that umbrella, like playing a lot of Timbales and Rototones, one, they gotta be all our own beats. And then Eric was like, they gotta be distinctive. And then I said, and I want people to know us for our shit.
Facts.
I know we gonna play, other stuff and incorporate other stuff, but they gotta know us by the
That's
shit.
That's why the longevity's there.
You know what I'm
saying?
The
originality.
But we was 15 saying that.
Yeah.
I was 15 years old saying, listen, because...
And that was smart that he said that because we dropped all that shit. We used to hit West Side.
Yeah, we was dropping a lot of shit that was influenced.
No bullshit.
So how y'all come up with all this new shit?
Man, just creativity.
That wasn't hard.
You a writer.
Listen, the main thing was like how niggas be saying Dick Ride ain't a form of transportation. Nobody ain't never want to be looking like they on somebody's dick or they doing something what somebody else do. Everything for what I grew up in DC, we was trendsetters to the country.
No question.
So everything was about being your own man, being your own person, making up your own shit, and standing on that.
Piggybacking what he said, the the tape that we all watched and had in common was Go Go Live.
Yep.
Yeah.
And nobody looked the same.
Or sound the same.
Yeah, or
And
sound
We come from that era, though. You know what I'm saying?
We studied that and really
Old
made
DC
sure
really
that
was
we
that.
wasn't gonna do
Exactly.
that. We made sure we weren't gonna do that. Then we started thinking like we gotta think outside the beltway too.
Yeah.
We can't just stay locally. We always
That's
say
what I
that.
connected to.
But also,
I felt,
Tone-
even when I didn't even know what that was, that's what I gravitated towards that.
Because you wanted to appeal to a wider audience.
Yeah.
But also, even just inside the beltway, just attention to detail. This is what I be telling people that, you know, in their 30s that, you know, say they used to hear us and used to love us, but they was big, you know, TCB fans or whoever else. What I'm saying is, though, with UCB, even the way that we put neighborhoods on, we cannot say that shit like how Big G say it. That's his way.
That's his thing.
He made that up.
Correct.
So what I look like being in the band, and I'm 5, 10 years later, and I'm saying with the guys, or I see the Montana.
Nice.
Get off his dick.
Yeah,
Let him
that
have that
ain't
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Make it up our own way
Right,
to
right,
say
right.
it. But that's an important thing. Now.
It is, though, because
You know what
everybody
I'm
else
saying?
followed that mold.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. I'm here.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
And, you know,
it's an identity.
And for me, man,
Yeah.
and for me, I think
You gotta feel that way about yourself, though, too.
Yeah.
You know, and be confident. Like,
I think my mindset was always the true mark of a leader is people start following what you do. So it's never going to be left the same.
Facts.
The industry that you in isn't going to be the same once you leave it. And I think for me, I always wanted to put a mark on the industry in a way where it wouldn't be the same. When they mentioned us, it wouldn't be in the same cachet as everybody else. It had to be something that set us apart.
somebody said, so I think it was it Scooby podcast or something like that? Well, I said y'all was like, somebody said who's the Allen Iverson of Go-Go, and I was like, no.
Scooby was on a podcast with the Girls Eat 2 podcast.
Yeah. That question came up.
Band-wise, UCB.
I said band-wise, I said UCB, no question.
Yeah.
I said it's not even close. Because of the originality, because of the sound, because of just how great the band was. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had hits upon...
It's interesting to hear that perspective, because I be having my own perspective about certain things like that, because Erica always bring the argument about who's on your Go-Go Mount Rushmore. But how I look at it is, I look at UCB as like Grant Hill or Penny Hardaway.
No question.
Because the promise was there, the potential was there, everybody knew what it was, and you hadn't seen nobody like Penny before.
Nah,
and then Grant Hill was just so,
And then
but then it got cut short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. But everybody still always talk about the Penny. He's still relevant.
Like he had one
He's
of the
still relevant to this day.
Yeah, because he had one of the
Yeah.
greatest
Saying.
shoes, the
Because
phone.
it
Right,
was-
Y'all
it was
cranked
just
out
so-
VSOP,
That's what I'm saying.
goddamn Get Mission, Married to Joanna, goddamn Sexy Lady. I ain't even want to name that's too obvious, but like all these hits, bruh, it's crazy.
Yeah, so
bruh.
I look at it like that. I always look at it like Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway was like, they was kind of like leading the new wave, but they was like them ones that you hadn't seen before.
Bands still study y'all to this day though.
So
For the original, they still study. I be peeping that with other bands. Like, you can tell they be studying.
But then you got, I look at Allen Iverson. Honestly, I look at Allen Iverson. I would say that that's TCB.
Yeah.
Because
The game never was the same after that.
and everybody
Everybody
from
wear
here on
arms.
out-
Man, that's a good
Everybody
point.
wear
The
arms
game
sleeve.
had never been the same after. That's true.
Everybody wear arm sleeve. Even
Yeah.
in the NBA to this day.
Listen,
they
even
can
the
be-
old bands doing bounce beat now.
Yeah.
And they was, I remember they was loud and proud saying,
Because the game would
we
never
ain't
be-
doing that bounce beat
Yeah,
shit.
the game would never be the same.
I agree to that, and some will disagree to that. I always, like I told Big Marcus today, it's always in Go-Go, you got the pocket, going to sexy shit, you got bounce beat, you got the crank.
Yeah.
And it's going to always have its popping times in each of them lanes. They're going to have events that cater to bounce beat only.
Yeah.
You're going to have some events that's going to cater to the crank, groovers, backyard, junkyard.
Yeah.
You're going to have the Scooby vibe and them shows.
I think what they saying
But
is,
now,
though, they
yeah,
opened up a
always
lane.
motion.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Like
be
a
no bounce
permanent,
beat.
like
It
there's a
wouldn't be no
whole
bounce beat.
nother
It
door
wouldn't.
now. It was
Yeah,
only
it wouldn't
door
be
1
no-
and 2.
Yeah.
You had the pocket and you had the crank.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother door
It would
now.
be that. It
You know what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
be-
Like you
it
got
wouldn't
bounce
even
beat.
be
That's
the-
a whole nother thing.
It's almost
now.
like it's almost like
Niggas start
was-
wearing niggas used to wear suits to the games in the NBA till AI.
AI put the long
you
t-shirts
able to wear all that. You wearing tattoos, you wearing cornrows. I just think that's what
they are.
TCB
And big shorts. The shorts changed too.
And what TCB was able to do, man, and
they threw away the nut huggers and put some real shorts on.
And I'm telling y'all, TCB is on my Mount Rushmore. I tell you that for sure. They on my Mount Rushmore because of what they done.
Yeah.
It's almost like what trap music is to rap. They put a whole nother. Rap music already exists, but the trap part of rap music or the drill of rap music, that's what they did for Go-Go.
Because all the kids, just like how y'all look at Backyard, y'all took that new form, that new sound that they did, and kind of did your own thing with it. That's what the kids did to TCB.
But we was at the end of that shit.
Yeah, and we was just a branch off of that tree.
At the end of the crank.
Facts.
Yeah.
Before TCB started out cranking.
But in the beginning, that's what they was doing. I remember that.
What used to hurt us, though, what used to hurt us was because they started naming their names of their bands after us.
Yeah, no, that's our fault.
That's what hurt us.
That's our fault. We are the first band
so
that
like how Mike just said that we was the last of the crank before.
Oh, like
that.
UCB and stuff like.
Yeah, but we was the last of the crank before they came. But it's like we still used to get lumped into that. But we weren't that.
Right.
But we got lumped into it because of the name.
But
so
our name is uncalled for.
Yeah.
But UCB, because they didn't want to write all of that on flyers all the time.
Lazy. Vic and Walt Jam.
They just used to put UCB on there.
Yeah.
So it kind of stuck. And you got to remember, no other bands was using no acronyms.
Nah, you might hear BYB or JYB.
Yeah, you might hear it.
But it wasn't a thing.
It wasn't
all the
that.
bands.
It wasn't their name.
Yeah.
People knew that was Backyard. Some people still don't know UCB mean uncalled for, son.
That's facts.
They just think it's UCB.
They think that's facts.
They don't even know what it means.
That's facts.
Yeah, so listen,
they might think it's a whole different
they don't
entity.
even know what it means.
Yeah, they might uncall who that. Oh, UCB.
Yeah, they don't even know what it means.
So I'll never forget the day that they came and told us that they was naming their band that.
Who?
Mike Cousin started TCB with Polo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. Man came to the basement. He like, yeah, fam.
Total Control?
We gonna name out. We just got the name of the band. Low got the joint. Me and Eric went with Polo to get the equipment. The nigga bought all that shit in one day. We stole all our shit over the course of time. Niggas bought it and all that.
You know what
I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Low. He was alive. He gonna say, Mike, you was a hater. I would say, yeah, I ain't like that shit.
Hey,
that shit is giving me a headache. Listen, too fast and bouncing all over.
So man come in the basement and say we gonna name
I ain't like it either though at first.
Total Control Band, but we gonna call ourselves TCB like y'all, cuz. And I'm like, why like he like this now? You gonna name? I'm like, I don't know if that's going. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
But they did it. Listen, they did it.
And it definitely was super close.
They did it. They did that, and then they opened up for us for a couple years. But before that even started happening, man quit. Like a few months later, he came in there and said he got into it with them. They keep talking about, you know what I'm saying, keep mentioning us all. He said I was about to crush them. And I'm like, no, man. So
talk about y'all too much.
You know, Low was our man, though.
But that's Mike real family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when they talking about us in the rehearsal or whatever, they literally talking about the man family. So he like, man, come on.
Quit.
Yeah.
But Jew used to cut my hair. That was the original drummer. He used to cut Eric hair, Polo barbershop.
He gave
Polo
us our
cut my
first
hair a
drum
couple
set, bro.
times. So he gave us our first real drum set.
set.
I mean, we had a drum set that we was using, little Mark joint.
What's the car got that John stole?
Lonnie, you left it on the front porch.
The
You
bread
left it on
one,
your front
yeah.
porch. Yeah.
So the red drum set Drew gave us from TCB. Drew, Ken Sport, none of these. Listen, the people that's in the group now don't know none of these stories. There's nobody in their group that was in the beginning of the TCB.
Yeah.
That's in their group.
It's a whole new band.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sweets got in the band because he met them through us.
I don't think Black Bo was in the band.
No, he wasn't in the band. Nah, Sweets wasn't in the band. Sweets
Sweets
got in the band because he was hanging with us, and he told us. He said he introduced him. They started hanging, so he ended up. I remember when he told me he was going to start playing with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He met him through us. But
the Bounce Beat band became something different. It was a whole different crew.
Yeah, but they broke off away from us after about 3 years.
When we did that,
they used to play. They used to open up for us, and they broke off away from us.
Okay.
In the Army, we did that shit over the Army.
Yeah.
Low was mad that night. It was on. He was bouncing forever after that. Bounce time. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, we got some for they.
Nah, but when they got to when they got that bounce beat going, and then they had the CFE. After the house show,
they found their own identity.
So when
they found a pocket, a new crowd, and all of that.
He used to keep telling me come to the CFB. He used to keep trying to get me to come. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit low. He like, man, just come over there. You know what I'm saying? So I goes up there.
They got a whole situation happening.
But then I said,
it's like a different world.
It's a whole new thing.
It was
like the punk of
$100
go-go.
cut line, $150 cut line, a $50 line.
Hey, Mike, hey, we went over that month, man.
Yeah. They done turned the CFE out.
No, there's no exaggeration. The cars was all the way on Marlboro Pike, man.
Yeah,
that shit was.
I went through there.
That shit was like hot and sweaty. All little young Jones stinking,
that shit was
but
crazy.
they shaking, but they stinking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was, but I told him then. I said, I'm so happy that y'all found y'all niche. Finally, I'm happy that you found your niche, and this is something that you contributed to the culture because contrary to what a lot of people think, niggas don't be talking about it. I'm gonna always say it. It's a lot of niggas that get the legend title in go-go, but you can't name a contribution. Besides them being a member of a group,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you.
That's what you mean by he found his way. Y'all contributed now.
You contributed something.
Yeah, to the culture.
As opposed to just being a member.
There you go. Something that y'all have remember for, like y'all bounce beat. TCB, that's what y'all started. Y'all opened that whole door for the TOBs and the ADMs and all of them after.
Yeah, but then after them, the 3-letter Johns, the alphabet soup shit, the shit got out of hand, man.
Yeah, but it's our fault. It's our fault.
LMNOP, it's just too much.
You know, hindsight is 20/20. If I could do it over again, I would probably make the promoters really use our name. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But you said the promoters just started doing it anyway.
They was getting
On top of that, it sounded cool.
Cool, yeah.
Right, UCB.
Like, ain't nobody wasn't gonna put NMB for No Mercy. Yeah. That don't even sound right. Bugs don't be like, nah, man, just say No Mercy. Yeah. You feel me? It don't sound better than
UCB do sound cool. Yeah,
UCB sound better than you saying uncalled for band. To most people.
Yeah, so after y'all became, you know what I mean, with a mega success and all of that shit, right? Moving forward, the whole Kenny Burns era. How did y'all even meet Kenny? Where did that come from?
Alright, so we met Dax through Kenny.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so Kenny, so let me rewind a little bit. So like Mike said, we was competing with them older groups. Yeah. We was headlining the Icebox in '97. Yeah. We started headlining in '98. Yeah, so then
we started headlining the Metro Club.
Then Junkyard at the time had split up. And it was J Mob and something else.
Yeah, Junkyard and J
Mob, right? So we hit under the Icebox. They got them open enough for us. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They was open enough for us. I'm like, what? But that's how we used to be filling the Icebox up. Yeah. And there was Ish really took a liking to us. That was Icy Ice brother. He was like running the joint, and he really fucked with us. We was coming up there.
And he was younger than Icy Ice
and all that.
He was younger than Icy Ice.
So we had our own night. We had our own night. Groovers had the best night. I think they had Saturdays. Okay. I think we had Fridays or something like that. We had Thursdays or Fridays in there. And so then we started going. That was the Revolution. So then we started going.
The Revolution was Wednesday.
That was Wednesdays. We started.
We might have had a Sunday or Monday.
No, it was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, because the Revolution was definitely Wednesday because we used to have to get slumped back home because he had to go to. He was still in school.
And so we started to really like headlining. Now we headlining joints. And we only 2-3 years in existence. You know what I'm saying? We still in high school, going to school with a pocket full of money and all that. Like, you know what I mean? We doing that. So.
Reputation, money, all that.
Now some of the records are starting to stick, like the Splash Girl,
VSOP,
Walk, VSOP. Like this shit.
And y'all still in high school.
And they starting to be like cult classics.
I'm here.
Now we released Neighborhood Life a month before I started college.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
In like August '99.
That's right.
Then I get to school.
As soon as we get out of high school,
I get to school. I'm walking on the campus. People used to be whispering. I didn't know how far we had really like.
You know what I'm saying?
It
happens like that.
But you gotta remember though, Tone, this before social media. This before the internet was really crazy popping. People just barely had emails.
You weren't even looking for the fame at that time.
Listen,
You just
barely had emails.
I'm still thinking about
the internet brand new. This in the 90s.
I'm still thinking about situations.
The IBM green screen computer,
But shit dial up, you pick up the phone in your house, the whole computer
is Snake.
Man, I'm looking at it more like a threat. I'm looking at it more like, They go that boy, they go that boy, they go that boy who? Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was people that was in your Maryland schools and your Suitlands and your Oxon Hills and your Lagos and all of that that I was going to school with. They heard us, but they wasn't been able to come in the city to see us. So now they can't believe, because my man told me, he said, nah, they just can't believe you go here. I'm like, what? I didn't know that we was like in those areas at that time. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to understand what it is. People that's you know, from the DMV that go to Morgan, they explaining it to me now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it's reaching. Now I'm meeting out of towners. Out of towners is booking us. The New York niggas out. They gonna always try to get some money. They see what it is.
Facts.
Now they booking us up there and all
New
that.
York
You know
always
what I'm
trying to get
saying?
some money.
So now Rockefeller is trying to expand, and they want to sign a go-go band.
They doing the rock music.
They doing the rock music and all that. So their plan, what we found out, what Dame's plan was, he wanted to have the entire Eastern Seaboard, Rockefeller. The same way you could have California as one state, but it's along the entire West Coast. That was his thinking for Rockefeller. He wanted every market on the East Coast to be a Rockefeller
That's why
market.
it started with the Philly
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying?
I got
Philly,
you.
he was coming down. He wanted to go down.
So that makes sense. Because
Yeah, that's
Kenny was
what-
still vice president
He
over
was
there.
vice
Rock
president,
President.
right?
Okay, yeah.
So Kenny tried to sign us to Rock in 2003, and it was like almost like it was like a competition. But when he came down here, Kenny was saying he wanted somebody that had original music and that looked young and marketable. That was the two criteria. But when he came down here, what started confusing him, they said, was because the promoters and people at the radio station was trying to push for TCB. But he couldn't understand, like, them niggas don't look young, and then I don't hear no original music. Why is everybody pushing for them and not them when they, like, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
So it started to, like, kind of throw them off, like, I don't understand, but, you know, we wasn't going to get into, like, a lot of the other shit. So Kenny ended up bringing Dane to our show. Then we used to have a Thursday at the Met.
Yep.
And so he brought
Real.
and Alan Anthony. All right. Brought them another time. You know what I'm saying? And Carter was back and forth to New York. You know what I mean? Trying to make the deal happen and all that.
Every week. Carter was going to be every week.
So then I get shot in August 2003. Carter said he feel like that they kind of like put like a little thing like, damn, like what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit of apprehensive.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
But then like 3 months later, Jay and Dane broke up. Like a few months later.
Yeah.
And then so all that shit just kind of disappeared. It's like the end of 2003.
Yeah, now you're not hearing nothing.
Now you're not hearing nothing.
Our name is kind of tarnished
Yeah.
because Trey got shot. We had a big altercation with, you know.
Yeah.
So our name is kind of like, people don't really want to deal with us.
We kind of banned.
Yeah, they think we like, you know, they think
Y'all
we...
caught that new backyard tag. The
Well, yeah, and they think we in a gang. You know, so they cut...
It got written up too, didn't it?
Yeah,
the Washington Post had a whole article and all that.
They got our picture down at the court building and all that.
Yeah.
So that's when we started to try to make a switch and was trying to go by like the uncalled for experience. We was trying to, because we couldn't play nowhere.
Yeah, so we was trying to
trying to change it and rebrand ourselves. That was 04, 05. Because that was the end of 2003 now. Now we trying to switch it up. Scooby, remind you, he was already playing with us. Now he started listening. And so listen is in certain rooms we can't get in no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of all of that what happened.
So now this makes sense. Okay,
so
all right.
now we trying to switch it up a little bit. So 04 goes by, it was rough. It wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't play no way.
Couldn't play no way. Yeah.
So this now we in like the beginning of 05. I'm just digging through the crates for a couple months. I'm just listening to shit, trying to catch a vibe, catch an inspiration. I remember they was asking how I made up Sexy Lady. They said Mike said something about it in the shower. I used to make a lot of shit up in the shower, but not Sexy Lady. I was listening to what you call 'em, it was an old CD with like all 80 shit. So I was listening to the System, right? I was listening to that shit like for like a couple weeks. Then I end up just getting in the car one day in March. At the time I was driving like a little ES300 Lexus. This is my favorite car. The handling was smooth.
Yeah,
so
like
I'm
that.
the sun is starting to get spring. So I'm just riding around, listening to shit, and then I listened to the, I had the Tupac shit on, and that came on. Yep. So I'm like, yo, I just been listening to the real version. So then I'm like, damn. So then I'm just listening to it some more. The melody just came to me. Like, it just came to me. So I'm going through that for the rest of the day. I ended up calling Mike first. I said, man, I think I got something, man. I think I got something. So I sang it to him. This nigga, his back probably the same day or the next day, he got a whole verse and everything too.
I sound like Mike.
So I called Eric.
On me.
I said, man, listen, I think I got something. Now remind you, this is like March 2005.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit took like about a month or two for them to even want to go over it and practice. You know, everybody got their own like, you know what I'm saying?
They want to do a hit.
So we still never got to it, you know what I'm saying?
So we practicing, but we practicing songs. Yeah. We really just trying to figure out how to get it back, get shows back again.
Right.
You know
so now we like
that was the priority at the time.
Yeah, now we like mid-April.
Yeah.
Now we like mid-April. So I'm like, listen, can y'all just, I got an idea, man. Mike already got the verse.
When did you release it, man?
We recorded it for his birthday.
We recorded it in June.
In Yucca. It came out in July.
Yep. Came out
But this like April, mid-April. So I'm like, listen, can we just, you know, so they like, all right. So then it starts to go back and forth because them niggas wanted to be another Dope Jam beat. And Eric like, nah. I'm gonna make up something for it. You know what I'm saying? So probably like another 2 weeks go by. Now we at the end of April, early May. Yeah. Now we rehearsing it, right?
I call him.
And this is all while y'all dealing with Kenny Burns.
No, I'm leading up to it.
Okay, all right, man. This is leading up to it.
Yeah.
So look, I called Trey in the middle of the day. I never forget this day in my life. We go to practice one day, and I'm normally really quick with coming up with beats, especially for us.
Be the hardest drum beat for any go-go.
Yeah, especially
niggas been playing for years. Can't play this shit. Like, man, y'all niggas can't hit this
especially
shit.
our stuff. Like when it's us three together, or and Big Marcus and our group, Rashad and us together, bro, I could come up with a beat and I got it. For some reason, I just couldn't think of nothing.
Yeah.
2 weeks go by. We rehearsing it, and I can't come up with nothing. I'm at work. I got a job. I'm walking through the hallway of my job. I would never forget this. I'm pushing a cart. Walking through the hallway of my job, and I was working at Walter Reed at the time. And for some reason, bro, I'm humming what we was practicing, and humming the melody, and that beat just resonated. And I started beatboxing it. So I beatbox it in my phone. But you got to remember, this is before these iPhones and all that.
Yeah.
We got the Skytail flip joint. So you got
the bum ass audio record on it.
So you got an audio record, but then you know you can't save it. You got to send it to your voicemail to save it. So I do that while I'm in the hallway. Then I send it. Then I put it in my voicemail. Then I beatboxing it to Trey on the phone. Cause I'm listening to it, I'm trying to beatbox it to Trey. I go to the work, get on the work phone. I got 2 phones, I'm beatboxing it to Trey. I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah.
We go to rehearsal the next week. And the rest is
yeah, so then we
that's like that because y'all all kind of put it together.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
So then now we in May. We did a show in Morgan State.
Yep.
The power went out.
First time we ever played. First time we ever played Sexy Lady. But anybody know this in go-go history, Tone, you know this. The first time a band plays something at go-go, the crowd really don't respond. Yeah. It's brand new.
No,
so the people who really don't know what it is. Yeah. Not with this song, though.
Yeah, not with the power went out.
Bro, it's like we've been playing this shit forever.
I only sang the hook one time, and the power went out. And then they what you say?
You don't remember this?
Yeah, you be high as a
motherfucker. Yeah. This is the first time we played it.
We playing in Morgan, right? I probably only got through the hook one time, and the power went out. Him and Slump kept
playing the beat.
And they kept singing it.
You couldn't. It wasn't no mics.
It wasn't no mics, but the response was so crazy.
So at the end of the night,
but like nobody played. That shit never happens in the go-go.
At the end of the night, everybody kept saying, "What was that?"
Right. Okay. All right.
That's how we was like,
they
"Oh,
responded
this
to
probably
it.
all right." You know what I'm saying? This probably gonna work.
That's what made us know we needed to record it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even recorded at the time. No. This was just an idea.
No. Then
we just going to play it at the go-go like a regular go-go.
Now you talking about mid-May. Now remind you, we still having struggles. We not playing like that. We used to start going to do our own shit. So now Eric's birthday in June. Eric's birthday is what we doing to June now in June. So
which is literally it's the same day we recorded Sexy Lady.
Yep.
The exact same day, June 21st.
That's what June 21st is.
The exact same day we recorded Sexy Lady.
2005.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
20 years ago.
So
this year, the exact same day.
That's
so
crazy.
look, so we recorded at the Yucca downtown. Now remind you, we was trying to go do them sexy, fancy restaurants before a lot of people was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I remember the R&R Lounge and all that.
So we go do it at the Yucca, we record it. Then we go take it back, tweak it a little bit. That's the version that y'all hear now. The first time we recorded it live.
Yeah.
Our real first time playing it and all that. That's what you hear now.
Oh, that's the one that's
So so after we went and tweaked it and all that, I just went and got like 10,000 copies pressed up. And we just started passing the shit out.
But we used to put the shit on the cars like flyers.
Yeah.
So instead of flyers, it used to be a CD on the nigga window.
But it was only one song on purpose.
That was like that.
So
that was
once
smart.
You gotta listen.
So once you put it in your car,
because at that point y'all had a reputation already.
Yeah.
So people gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
And once you put it in your car,
you ain't got no choice but to keep it.
And it's only one.
It's
That's all you gonna
It's
listen
just
to.
gonna keep repeating.
That's smart.
The one song just keep repeating.
I seen 1 month of that shit. I was locked up.
Yeah.
I went in August.
Mike
So
went
July happened. August came. I did that shit. Heard it on the radio a couple times.
And it was gone.
I was gonna
Analyze and Alizé and them, they playing it.
I was there for a year, but I used to hear it on the radio when I was out the field.
Couldn't believe it. Like that shit blowing up.
Damn, I hear it on the radio. Pennsylvania. I'm like, damn, they playing that jump. Niggas
Yeah.
calling me up, like, man, they playing y'all shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That shit was.
So
breakout
93.9 got with it first.
Like, okay.
Alizé, Analyze, they was playing that shit first.
So this really led the
But
charge
then-
to that situation.
So then now he went in August. So for the next September, October, the rest of the year, I'm beating the pavement now.
Hell yeah.
I'm everywhere. This shit, like I'm everywhere. I'm going to the go-go's, getting on the mic. I'm going to the clubs, getting on the mic every night. 3, 4, 5 spots.
And Trey and me and Trey lived together at this time. So he might say, "Hey E, I just pressed up 4,000 CDs. I'm going to Love
I'm outside.
tonight."
Yeah.
He say I'm going. No, he say I'm going to Love tonight. I say, well, I'm gonna take 1,000. I'm going to the go-go.
I missed that CD hustle.
Yeah.
I'm going to the So he gonna go to the club.
For free.
For free. Trey might go to
trying to get it out there.
Trey might go to
I heard about her. I said, yeah, the merch, the t-shirts.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Trey might go to the club. I'm gonna go to the go-go.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it on the go-go cars.
Yeah.
We was doing that
We
shit
was
every
doing the
day.
Remember what I
By the
said
time I
earlier?
came home, that's when they was already knew Kenny Burns. That's he told
So-
like,
so-
we
so-
gonna meet Kenny
so
Burns.
let's-
Remember I was telling y'all about like the ambition?
make
Because
it
like
like
what you
you
saying
want.
right now is the same thing I did. I was taking them CDs. I'm pushing up on everybody. Raheem, they all remember me pushing up on them with CDs. I was not playing, but that's the ambition thing. When you have
gotta have
it,
it.
people got similar stories.
Listen,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
now we in late 2005.
Yeah.
The song, like you said, is on the radio. Let me see,
A few months.
maybe 4 or
3,
5
4
months. It's something crazy.
Already.
Still hadn't.
coming
I
home,
still
this
had.
on
I still
fire.
had. Nah, but I
Yeah.
still hadn't ran in the flex yet. Kenny Burns calls out the blue. Nigga ain't heard from this nigga in 2 years.
2 years.
Since the shit with Rockefeller and all that. Kenny went on to do Ryan Kenny and.
Oh, he
Ryan
back
Kenny
now.
millions
Yeah,
and all that
he
shit.
did the shirts with it. He did the button-up shirts
Man,
and
all
all
that
that.
shit,
This
right?
one he has 343.
So he calls and he's talking about he want us to help this artist that he got. So we just like, oh, all right, you know. You know what I'm saying? So then hadn't heard from
That's a
him.
wild story here, Tom.
You know what I'm saying? Hadn't heard from him. This like no December 2005, something like that. So he like, we like, who is he? He like, you don't know. That's why I'm calling you. Like, we trying to get y'all to help him get known. You know, y'all got the record and blah, blah, blah.
Facts.
So we just in our mind like, where the fuck this
And
nigga
about the
been
same
at?
age
Like,
group,
this
too.
shit just went away. He just went away for a couple of years and then he just come back.
back.
The record, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right. So probably like a month or two passed. I'm still beating the pavement, man. I'm still everywhere. I go to the Mirrors one night.
The Mirrors.
I'm looking for
Wednesday nights.
I'm looking for Raheem.
Yeah.
No, we wasn't performing. It was somebody else performing.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking for Raheem though. I'm trying to catch up with Roc. I bump into Roc. This is like March 2006. I bump into him. I'm like, man, we trying to get you to do the remix. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, no, they just
like
saying
that.
I've been trying to catch up with you, blah blah blah. So we talking. So I say, he said, what you about to do now? I said, I'm about to go fuck with Zay real quick. So I shoots down the Platinum.
Shout out to Zay.
It's on a Sunday.
Out to Zay.
It's on a Sunday. I shoots down the Platinum. I'm in the booth with Zay. And
For those that know, that's DJ Alizé.
DJ Alizé, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm in the booth with him. Platinum used to be lit on Sundays.
No question. In there.
Nigga comes up to me, tap me. He like, man, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah. What's up with you? You know, I just be speaking.
Yeah.
Then the nigga started just saying shit to me like as if I knew him. So I'm like, huh? And then he's like, man, he said, I grew up off y'all. I remember when y'all used to come to Up Against the Wall, come to this, and then y'all be wearing it on the stage at the hot shop. And then, so I'm looking like, fuck you talking about? So I'm looking at him, man. I know he probably thinking I'm looking at him crazy, like why you looking at me like that? He like, oh, I'm Wale. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
He like, I'm Wale. I'm like, who the fuck? And then he like, I'm Kenny Artist. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Now,
he never said his name.
He never said his name.
No.
He never said his name.
And he used to be able to
you know what I'm
platinum
saying?
too.
So that day we just talked. We was talking that night. We just talked for a long time. The next day, Kenny calls. I'm coming in town. I said, all right, bet. I meet up with them. Kenny going over the whole plan. Now remind you, I think he might have thought I knew who he was because we on the same mixtape together. I didn't know.
Yeah,
we was on the Remix Kings mixtape.
It
had already been out.
Shit.
I didn't know none of that until I got with them. I didn't pay
it.
attention to the whole project. I didn't know he was on that though.
Yeah,
I went back and looked at the cover. He right on there.
Yeah, he on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one he was on? 2 or 1?
The joint with the red cover.
He was on 2. I think that was 2.
That might have been 2. Booby and all them on there.
You know
what I'm saying?
Peeps on 1.
Yeah, so I'm on 2.
You on 2?
I'm on 2.
Yeah, I'm on 1.
So I was on
That's funny because I was in the platinum too.
All of them on there.
That's
so
crazy.
So I didn't know that though, but that came out in 05.
Yeah.
So this already been out he might have thought I knew. I didn't know that was him.
Before I started going over there too. That's crazy.
So Kenny comes in town. He telling us to play. You know what I'm saying? The play is, he gonna put Wale out first. Then he gonna follow up with a UCB project. Then maybe Mike could do a solo joint, and then we can get back to Wale or whoever other artist we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was just giving us the game, and Kenny was just like, he was instrumental in giving us like the understanding of what big industry is
and how it works.
How you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I asked him, I said, yo, what is the bona fide guaranteed way that you know that you're gonna make it that you're gonna break into the music business? What's the guaranteed way to break in? You know what this nigga told me? He said, you gotta work on successful projects and keep on working on them.
If that ain't that is the
you know what I'm
story.
saying? He said don't matter what you don't matter what you do. Don't matter what you do on the project. You gotta work on successful projects until you got enough money or till you got whatever you want to do your own projects and all that. That's what he told me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how the Kenny Burns play happened. You know what I'm saying? We already had a relationship with him from the Rockefeller situation.
Yeah.
And then he circled back.
Okay.
When he had Wale.
Yeah, man.
That shit help you build your leverage.
Yeah.
So that same shit in the car too. Like you gotta get your own leverage.
Yeah.
You go to somebody, you gotta have some leverage. You ain't got no leverage, you ain't gonna be fucking around.
Yeah.
You gonna be yanked out your way.
So then that's when when I came down to your house and I met you, that was like 06.
Had to be 06.
So because he started coming over my house at 7 in the morning, knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Niggas fresh out the go-go.
That nigga, the one thing about Wale,
nah, he be up early,
that nigga gotta work. His work ethic crazy. His work ethic crazy. So the nigga just showing up at the door, I'm like, man, the fuck you doing up so early? He like, man, I was DMing or something. These youngers, man, they lay down so and so. I don't know nobody down there. You know them down there? I'm like, yeah, I know some of them. They know me. Let's go down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when we came down to your house.
Yeah.
Man, that was my first time saying, oh nah, man, this young nigga know how to produce go-go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's the first time we ever heard it like that.
We never worked with no producer. I mean, me and Mike used to we used to do rap.
But like somebody else outside.
Yeah, but that was on some other shit.
Right.
That wasn't for us.
About?
When we used to be with Blunt and them, we used to record a lot of other rap shit and all that, but we never worked with no producer for UCB.
Yeah.
So that which I try to tell somebody that try to claim that
I'm already
you know
here.
What I'm like, what? We ain't never worked with no producers until about 06, 07.
Yeah, I remember that whole situation. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Judah was the first one, right?
Judah.
Yeah, with a dick.
Yeah. That was 06. Yeah. But I met Tone before we was working with Judah. You know what I'm saying? So
we was doing something that nobody had done before.
Yeah.
Reverse engineering records and then turning go into actual.
Yeah.
And but see, I told
weave and all that. They did all that.
What he just said, like I tell people all the time, like, see, Bait and Pretty Girls wouldn't have been as big if it wasn't a successful project.
That's a fact.
You feel me? That really helped it push out. I'm not saying I wasn't
on
dope,
no
but it helped push it out there.
With an MC.
You feel me?
They had a platform like that.
Yeah.
So
even Patrick Weed, like that joint, man, that joint was a monster. I just watched that joint the other day.
Spin Magazine top 20 videos of the year.
Bro,
nobody talks about it.
I remember sitting down with you and Craig. Like, it's just mind blowing now to think back, like how y'all can just take certain parts of the record, like.
Yeah.
We don't need all the rest of that.
We don't need everything.
I know what you're saying, bro, but that ain't it.
Because then you start stealing at that point. Nah,
he's
like, a little bit.
He's like, I know what you're saying, bro, but that ain't, let us do this part.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the things that help build so much trust. That's why I still call you to this day and ask you stuff like that, because just build so much trust over the years.
On that note, too, when we all started working together at that point, that's when I came into the mix, too, at that point. And when we all started doing records, like between UCB, us, Wale, and all of that, everybody working, did y'all feel like with those records that we was doing, we was moving towards something bigger than the city? Like collectively?
I knew we were because let me tell you the moment that I knew we were.
Because Patcho Weed was a good one, bro. That was like,
this is before
that
Patcho
model,
Weed.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about this is like 06.
That happened before the Bates and the Pretty Girls and all the records we
But
worked
something
with Mark
happened
Ronson
before
and all
Patcho
that.
Weed though.
Yes.
06, 07 when you called me and said, yo, put a hook on here. Back in the
go-go.
Oh, yeah.
And then that shit came on the radio and had Bun B and Pusha T on it.
Yeah.
That's when I said, oh yeah, now this moving towards something bigger than just here.
And we bringing the culture with us.
But then when me and you and Craig used to be hopping on that motherfucking China bus, going up to New York, doing the mixtape about nothing and all that. That's when I knew. I was like, oh yeah, nah.
That Back in the Go-Go was hard.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew.
Shout out my man Craig B, man.
Yeah, I knew, man, with Petro Weed when I actually had this, when I sat down with y'all and we talked over it, and you and Craig like just was like, all right, E, we got it from here.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like, look.
We don't need no more
We don't need no more
I got it.
Yeah, like, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah.
We'll send it back to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll send it back to you. And when we got that joint back, when we got that shit back, that shit sounded like something that I never heard, but it still sounded like go-go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I knew. I knew that.
But Back in the Go-Go is what made me know. And like I said, in our trips to New York,
yeah,
we used to be staying with wild ass Ryan.
Man, Ryan Fest, shout out my man. I just seen my man in Chicago.
So that's when I was like, okay, nah, this. And then once Mark Ronson. When I saw that Mark Ronson trusted y'all and he trusted us,
he did.
When we started having them sessions with
He
Mark
still do
Ronson,
to this day. Shout out to Mark Ronson.
I'm like,
too.
Man, and he had just won Grammy for Producer of the Year and all that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Eddie Winehouse joint just came out.
That's one of the
cleared everything.
That's one of the funnest sessions I ever had was working with him.
You know what's crazy though? I didn't even know Mark was as like who he was at the time, the whole time. I didn't really get it.
You be talking any kind of
but
way.
That's it's being young and naive, bro. You just don't know.
Hey, I was young on a mission, bro.
You just don't know.
Yeah, I didn't. No.
Man, I remember Ryan Fest took us. He took us in the back room at Alito.
Yeah.
Man, he talking to us and shit. He like, man, pointed at you and Craig. He like, man, see you gonna spend all your money.
He told him that.
He said, see you, Craig, you good. You only want to talk. You don't need him to be talking to y'all, talking to people. Enough. Man, he had shit on.
He was ahead of his time though.
Like,
he was right though.
Yeah.
Nah, man, listen, I got that deal went crazy. I'm telling you, I went crazy, bro.
Nah, Ryan Fest, man, that was another person that was instrumental in just giving us perspective
for sure
on like the culture.
That was the moment that we all started getting into the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we started doing them SOBs and them Highline ballrooms up there in New York.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's when we started entering the music business.
I'm hip.
It stopped being about just being fun. It really started being the music business.
Yeah.
When did Rashad started engineering?
He did Sexy Lady.
Sexy Lady.
No, when he Wale shows, he engineered them shows.
Nah, but he wanted to.
Nah,
he was trying. He was trying to learn.
But Rashad do a lot of the programming.
He was the programmer.
Yeah, he do all the, like him and Glenn, they do all the programming.
But see, at this point too, so all of this is happening, right? We all moving in the direction. y'all moving, y'all now, all y'all on tour. With Wale doing like the Attention Deficit tour and all of that. What happened with UCB at that time? Because a lot of people don't understand. Like,
you mean after?
What happened? Like, where did the split come from? What happened at that point?
All right, so
because a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying?
09 was probably the busiest year in my career in music. I was gone. Gone from home for 300 and something days out of the year, like 330 days. I was only home for like 30 days, not even at the same time. Just
I'm here. 09 was a big year.
In 09 we did Attention Deficit tour in spring. We did Patch of Weave video that summer with Rick Cordero. That shit was Spin Magazine.
I didn't even know G
the band was still together then.
Did that joint. I'm hip.
Who did the band split?
G co-directed that and Muhammad styled that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Muhammad styled it. G co-directed it. The young lady.
I just saw that yesterday.
Danielle, she did the choreography.
And so we got it on MTV. G Money cousin Majima was working at MTV with Tuma.
Yeah.
And we got it into the programming. That same time that we get it into the program, and that video probably came on like August. We doing it VMAs in September. The house
September was the house.
So we do that. Then,
I remember that. Yeah.
Then September. Then October and November come. We start the Jazy tour, Blueprint 3 tour. J. Cole opening. Then us, the NERD. So that was the 2009. That entire year, industry execs keep asking me for a project. We need a UCB project.
Because we was playing Sexy Lady.
Yeah. Because I was trying to finesse a situation for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the billing used to be Wale with the legendary UCB.
You couldn't ask for that.
That used to be the billing.
That was a favor that they did for us.
Yeah. That's a big favor
by
too.
billing us.
Putting that name on it, that's a big deal.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had niggas at home saying, man, they using our name. Bruh, yes.
That's what you want.
We want that. Right.
Like,
but we can introduce the audiences all over the place
you
now.
can't pay for.
You can't pay for.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and you're not the artist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You're not the artist. Come on, that wasn't signed to him in no way.
See, people don't understand the importance of that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not the artist. They don't have to do a damn thing. Even you the band.
But not only that, wasn't signed to him in no way, shape, or form.
Facts.
Even the promoters that was promoting the tours didn't even have to use that. They was doing it as a favor because we wasn't signing no promotion. We wasn't signing no touring companies either.
So I just kept having that in the back of my mind that we did all of this and put the brand at a certain place. Now we gotta get them a project because they gotta hear something. You know what I'm saying? To make it make sense why I'm giving them this deal, not just because they backing him. You know what I'm saying? So January 2010 come.
Yep.
We was already having some like disputes because we was away from home a lot, but they couldn't really afford
to be away from home.
No, they couldn't afford to pay.
They couldn't afford to pay it.
For real.
Talk about the
Roc Nation was trying to give us a number that
was
like,
big part of January.
It wasn't working.
And in January 2010, I had to take a summer vacation sponsored by the federal government.
See, we gonna probably all have different accounts. All the same, but we're different.
And so I'm gonna tell you how I remember everything that happened. So January he goes in, we didn't even know at first.
So at this point, I leave.
You was in for like what, 4 or 5 years?
Nah,
2 years.
2 years, 18 months.
Okay, all right.
And then I had to do the rest in the halfway house. But when I left January 2010.
After that big year we had.
After that big year, we had the biggest year of my life. The January 2010.
So at the time, I understood the trajectory, what they was trying to do with Wale's career, and I was telling Rich, I'm like, listen, it just can't work. We can't do nothing for no 1,500. It just, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna work.
So I said, but here's what I think we should do.
It's like six, seven, 8 members in the band.
I said, listen. We could just give us a chance to go home so we can make, you know what I'm saying, make a project. I still come do the spot dates and all that kind of shit so I can continue to have them relationships. And then once we get him to a certain place, we could pick it back up.
Yeah.
So 2010 wasn't no band with Wale. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. For 8 months wasn't nothing. And that's when we supposed to have been working on our project. But Mike was getting frustrated, calling me like, man, these niggas, they ain't coming to the studio. They don't want to do, you know what I'm saying?
Remember, Tom,
so I'm like,
I'm
You
in.
not know where to be found.
No,
You
I'm
up the road.
I'm in West Virginia at this time. This is before I got moved to Kentucky later on in that same bid. So I was in West Virginia doing that first 7 months. Though.
Yeah, so September comes, it was a Red Bull event in Boston. That's the first time we used the band and we used Quick as the drummer. Then we did like 2 more spot dates between September and November. So we probably did 3, maybe 4 band shows the entire 2010. And it came in the latter part. So I think it was a frustration as far as like our musicians, like you just came off of a high and you just kind of like a little upset that you not around, you're not doing certain things no more. But it's like you losing sight of what we here for. We here trying to do a project, like a UCB project. Like the whole goal is for us to be an entity in the game.
Yeah.
Not just to
And
just
it's a
only
foot in the
back
game,
Wale.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
You finished the play?
Nah,
he wasn't
only
on it.
did.
So
Only
he
did
wasn't on it.
the only song I ever did was
so-
Diana.
But we took me a year to finish that shit.
Yeah, and it shouldn't
yeah.
have. So me, Mike,
I wasn't-
I just like, what the fuck?
so me,
going
Mike,
on?
and Rashad had to finish it. We had to finish the blend on our own because Mike said niggas wasn't coming.
I only
niggas
did
wasn't
2,
showing up.
and I only did 2 songs on that whole
So-
project. I think Diana and maybe one other song.
So now,
That's the joke I did one on y'all Young Chris and
Yeah,
Freeway
yeah,
was on that.
yeah.
Outside of
Inner
Patrick
City
Williams.
Crisis.
Inner City Crisis.
But
yeah.
you gotta
and
remember,
then-
Tone, that was the first real go-go project with national artists on it. Bro.
Yeah, we had
I think
Bumpy
you
on
did that
it.
in Young Girl.
Young girl.
Yeah,
yep.
and so
Diana
now
Young.
this comes out. Now remind you, it's 2010. We got all the shit going on with you with us. You got Black Cobain. You got Fat Trail. This is my thing with BOA. But I don't have to have no paperwork with my group. You know what I'm saying? So we had the support. That's when we did that joint at UCB Music Hall. We did the showcase because the blend was finished.
Yeah.
But that was a wake up call for Trill and for Black Cobain and everybody because the reason why people was in the building was because of us for real.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just trying to
Especially at that time,
get them in
yeah,
front of
yeah.
an audience, and that was
Yeah.
November 2010.
Because Trill didn't have no audience at that point,
No.
neither did Black. Yeah.
So November
He just
20.
was at club, Pure Lounge,
So-
doing mics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So November. No, we had just put out No Secrets already in August. No Secrets was getting buzzed.
It was getting some
and then,
buzz.
And then Black Jump came out around that time too. We put it
Yep.
on the same day. So now they 2 months into their projects. We, you know, the veterans in the game. We do the show. Now we in November 2010. Now I'm still going out doing Jones with Wale. I'm setting up shows. I got shows set up in other cities. 7,500, 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? For 30 minutes. Yeah, so I'm like, we gotta get back home to put a set together so I can start taking these offers.
I talked to Trey at this time. This when I was getting moved to Kentucky. So this was like December. Because I was getting moved, and I was telling Trey, look, man, I'm getting moved to a whole nother state. He was like, yeah, but when you come back, son, we got Chicago. I got these niggas in Chicago.
Yeah.
Got something lined up.
So I was having,
He
I was having
telling me on the
stuff
phone.
lined up. So I'm telling Mike, I'm like, we gotta just rehearse. We gotta put a 30-minute set together when I get back so we can take these offers in 30, 45-minute set. Original. So I go to Vegas. We in Vegas and a couple of other dates. I get back in like February of 2011.
Yeah.
So now we had that's when we had the joint over what's the joint was over by
P Street.
the joint over Northeast by the FedEx
XM.
and the XM joint.
Okay, yeah.
Remember we had our facility, we had finally got that with
Yeah,
BOA. We had the
yeah.
interns. and
Oh,
all that.
yeah, the
Remember we
joint
had
that cute,
joint?
that- yeah.
So like Greg and Mo always used to say, they like, man, listen, we don't need to have no paperwork. Y'all can just use the facility, whatever.
Yeah.
So we have a rehearsal. Everybody ain't come. Now I'm adamant about the
Trying to
rehearsal
walk this
because
money
I
down.
want to be able to take these offers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
rely.
75, 10,000. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to just rely on your career being predicated upon on what Wale do.
Correct.
That sound like Kid Ink career.
Yeah.
Like these niggas know his shit
Yeah.
because of Chris Brown. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for
Not
real.
to say he not talented, but it's just
That's
that's
just
the
the
perception.
correlation. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get to the rehearsal. Everybody ain't show up, but I tell everybody, look, we need to do this, that, because we got this coming. That's like March 2011. Mike calls me the next day. Say the band ain't no band. I'm thinking this nigga playing. Fuck you mean it ain't no band?
Yeah.
Band broke up. What you talking about?
Yeah.
He like, we just had rehearsal. I'm on the phone with niggas like, yeah, we gonna be able to start taking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, nah, that shit ain't broke. It's gone. I'm like, what the fuck you mean?
See, this is what happened on my side. I'm sitting over in Trinidad in the house doing rap shit. Me, Peeps, and us. But I'm still doing the band shit because trading them on the road. But I ain't in the budget to be on the road and on the show with them because I rap. So I don't need two niggas on the rapping. I ain't rapping on all the songs. You know, I might have came a few of them and did a couple verses and Sexy Lady, but that wasn't my thing. That was more Trey, and that's all.
Especially when they go touring and shit.
And I had dreads. He had dreads. That was like a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
With the look, and he was confusing people, asking me for the autographs, all types of shit. Like,
that shit's real too. People don't.
I remember this shit. You was in jail though.
Yeah, I was gone.
People used to think I was Trey when he came on stage when I was with y'all.
Oh, you sounded good.
I
he
was
Trey. No, he was in
the car.
No, he was here in 09.
No, not when this shit was happening. Nothing. When we was playing with Rocco Dash and all them, you wasn't here.
No, I wasn't here playing with
Roscoe Dash.
Yeah, when he came out with Rocco up there in the car.
Yeah, with no hands and all that.
I wasn't here. You wasn't here.
When was that? That was 2010. Oh yeah, Quick was there.
Yeah,
and then Rock with no hands. Yeah, that was it. That was
it.
I
came to that show. I remember them. I didn't come home autograph. I was like, Wale in the car. Yeah. I both had dreads. Yeah, looking at us like, dang, no white bitches. Like, I don't know this nigga.
Yeah.
That was that was after we started that joint in Red Bull.
See, because I didn't come home until July 2010. But I wasn't free to move around until October 2010.
No, 11.
2011, I mean. So I ain't come back until 2011.
No Hands came out in July 2010.
Yeah, and I ain't come back home until July 2011.
So it was a combination of Mike, you was like, man, well, it's a lot going on over there, and you're not really on the road as much because
he's telling you how his perspective was.
I got you.
It was like
like what his perspective
was. That was going on. Then you had, with the blend, when we did that jump, it was mixed feelings with that jump.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
From the band or just
the band internally and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We thought that, like, we was trying to do like a real quality project, right? And it was really
just straight go-go.
Not even it was go-go, just a project. You know what I'm saying? We had Lloyd and all them on the jump, Young Chris and Inner City Grew, all these songs. Like, so we
Lloyd used to be around a lot though.
Freeway on there, Bun B was on there.
We basically was trying to like raise the bar for us, right? And
it was the time to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But because we didn't include the whole UCB.
I mean,
like,
you tried. You was saying you was trying to though.
We was trying.
Cause you was calling me like, man, niggas ain't coming. I wasn't there.
It was a lot of both sides. People just was feeling different ways. It was in different places. So because of that, the outcome came with who was on it. So people, the fans, some people like, and within it was like, damn, the boy ain't on this joint. G Money ain't on this joint. It was just questioning this shit. So it lost the steam behind the joint. We never performed the blend.
No, one time at UCB Music.
One time, yeah.
Yeah, but so I wasn't there. I wasn't never sitting at home. But what I had realized from being around Pharrell and them the year prior and in the studio with them a lot, I started saying, damn, these niggas got bands. They don't even live in the same city
at all.
Yeah, so I'm like, it can be done. So like, why if he gone and I'm on the road trying to get us a deal, it's 10 other brimmers at home. How can no music be being made? And so that's what I used to be saying. Like Mike used to be calling me like, man, niggas bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But Earth was in though, because they was used to him down.
They was used to him, yeah.
The backline down.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, that wasn't with no excuse.
And you know, but it still was.
Yeah, but
this is a whole bunch of things start happening at the same time.
And what Mike is saying is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my rapport with the musicians is a special rapport with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, those guys in our band, we have a real tight-knit rapport, and they trust me. Mm-hmm. And I trust them.
Yeah.
And they trust me to make certain decisions because they know I'm not going to let them down.
Yeah.
And I trust them to execute some of the decisions I make because I understand that where we was trying to go. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't here to deliver some of those messages. And a year and a half is a long time to be away from something.
Hell yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a long time, especially in the middle. Y'all actually y'all got demand too at the time.
So that's a long time to be away from something. And also, just to be totally transparent, sometimes when people feel like you left them or you abandoned ship.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, people look at it as if, man, damn, you left me, instead of looking at it as.
That's what Trey was talking about.
Looking
like,
at
it's
it
still
as
things to be done. We ain't left nothing. It's still the unit.
Or looking at it as, hold on, or looking at it as, man, he
but when you
building
see it perspective, you see it from afar. Some people
looking at it as he building the bridge. He building a bridge for us to walk over.
Yeah.
He cut like he ain't leaving us. He leaving the footsteps for us to walk behind.
And it's not a selfish move. It's really a collective move. But you got to see it that way.
But a lot of times when you were younger and you got to remember, man, we was together every day for almost 20 years of our lives. Since we was 16, from the time we was 16, 15 years old, all the way until 30, we was together every day. Right. We did everything together. We made these records together. We hustled together. We got in trouble together. We did all of these things as a collective unit. And then some of us had the opportunity to travel the world. And some of us didn't. And sometimes that divide, because of just the way, other things get in, other entities, some people, the perception of
I get
the perception of things may look bigger than it is. Sometimes that's not looked at as a bridge. Like, I'm coming back to get you.
Right.
I'm building this bridge so we can continue to run over this.
No question.
Sometimes it's not looked at like that.
Yeah, but also I think this is from my perspective, because you weren't there and you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
So for me, nobody used to see the arguments, because I just feel like that it started to get comfortable with doing that. I didn't sign up to just be a backing group. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I was here for. So when I hear niggas talk about the shit back at home, I did. That's what you thought I signed up for? You thought I didn't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you thought
like,
that I didn't want to
I'm trying to position UCB to do their thing, not just play the background.
And he's right. I was just speaking to like the perspective of some people that may have been behind, thinking that it was never going to be an opportunity for them to come.
So listen. So we get to there. Mike telling me that it ain't no more band. I think he playing. Because we just had the rehearsal the night before, and I was already on calls and shit like, yo, we may be able to take this off us. What dates we talking about after we had the rehearsal? I'm like, I know he about to come home soon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, when he said that, so then he like, yeah, call your man. So then I start.
Y'all don't know that Sid Thomas, what's his name, from the Washington paper?
Yeah,
when he called and did an interview with me about Wale and the band and what was going on and all that shit.
But that was years later. I'm talking about.
This is when the band broke up, right after, because that's when they sent us home. Rich Climbing and sent y'all home.
No, Mike, you tripping. You just said you high. Listen.
No, you listen. You listen.
Hold on, what year was this?
You lost train of thought, dude. Let me tell you what happened.
What year was this?
When the time I called Trey, we talked on the phone and he said the band was over with after practice when y'all was down Q Street. We practiced that one time in there and we ain't practiced no more. That was after that article came out.
No.
It was, fool, because Rashad quit first. Somebody's thing when it was like Mike fucked our money up by doing that article.
I didn't know you did an article.
I did an article in the Washington paper, the interview with Sid Thomas, Rich Kleiman and Mark Ronson and them over there, whatever their name is, read the jump, and they said, Dax called me and said they sending the band back home from New York. They read the article that you put out.
I ain't know nothing about that.
The interview. This is the first time
I'm doing the interview.
This is a different interview from what you
I'm on the phone talking to Sid Thomas. He's calling me, asking me what's going on with the band, what's all the fuss about.
And you told the truth.
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm like, listen.
I don't even know who that is.
Our drummer gone. I said, it's an interview. I'm telling you, our drummer gone. Niggas in our band is complaining about not getting paid on time, not understanding checks ain't clean.
I ain't know it was an article. I remember that. I ain't know it was an article.
Came over my house, was real.
I remember that.
I had a couple fights with Roc Nation about the paycheck. Trust me. I'm him.
I remember that. Now, I ain't know it was an article.
I ain't know it was an article. So when Sid asking me, I'm like, this is what's going on with UCB. This is the present state right now we in. We working with Wale. Our drummer gone. This is going on. We working on the album.
Rich wasn't like that.
I ain't know it was an article.
So when he looking at it,
look,
Rich like, hold up, man.
Pull this shit up on your own.
I'm saying, you got to remember.
My problem is,
bro,
I'm in the
depths of the federal
got violent with
institution.
him and disrespected Sid. I just told him at the end of the day, we did a phone interview, bruh. So like you did a vocals, verbal jump with me, right?
Who, me?
Sid.
Oh, no,
He's talking about Sid, yeah.
What I said to you in that interview, You ain't write that on the public. You ain't publish
that's what
that
they
shit.
do. That's what
You
they
put
do.
your own twist
That's
in.
what they be
I don't
doing
even
that.
talk like some of the shit you saying. I was just like, this weird.
So look,
So
Mike.
you made it look like
I be trying to tell people this about the media, bro. I be trying to tell them.
That's what it made it look like. I was being ungrateful.
I ain't never know you did. I ain't never know you did an interview in the paper.
That's not what it is.
Telling you what I'm hearing about my dad and what's going on.
I ain't never know you did an interview in the paper. What all I remember.
So Rich looking at it like, oh man, he talking crazy on our investment. But he not thinking like that. He like, I'm just telling you, ask me a question.
He came practice one time. They sent him home. We practiced one time over Q Street. Got a call the next morning. No, he wasn't home. He was locked up. I said when they sent us home, I mean, send the band home, the back line.
Yeah, they was already
home. They
home.
sent the rest of them niggas home or whatever. It was like the end of something. They was home. We practiced one time in Q Street.
And then you
next
called
day,
me
I called the next day. Them niggas said they quit.
Yeah, and he called. They didn't call me and tell me.
So
he called me.
Up, him and Stan.
He called and told me that, and I said I thought he was playing. So I'm like, what you talking about? So he said, he said,
call. Mike, you shouldn't have never addressed or said what you said in the interview on that interview about that. And I said, Slump. I told Slump.
But Mike ain't used to playing that type of pop before.
Well, not only that, that's good. This could be
I said, you was crying. I'm just telling you. You wanted your money. It was 3, 4, 5 checks you was behind. I'm speaking up for you.
Yeah.
Trey explaining to me what it is. I'm not on the road with y'all.
I'm like, this before ACH payment.
Yeah.
This before all of that. I told Mike, I said, Mike, when have I ever not made sure that, you know what I'm saying?
This good perspective.
So this like, I don't know.
Nah, that happened for real. I just didn't know it was an interview.
This good perspective for me, because damn, now
that's crazy.
Now I can see. For me, from the outside looking in, it's easier to see how the communication can be mixed up.
Facts.
Because
and the interview don't make it no better. You take an interview and spin it.
Well, and I
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you know what else?
Especially when everybody's looking.
Emailed them and told them I appreciate that shit, but I ain't never blow it up.
You know,
I ain't know you did no interview. I just remember that shit happening with Slump.
And you know, also
outside of the interview.
I can see what my perspective around that situation would have probably eased it too.
Mm-hmm. You mean if you was around?
If I was around.
Yeah.
If I was, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't 300 miles, 3,000 miles away.
Let me finish telling you. After he told me that we had broke up, I started calling around. I'm like, fuck Mike talking about niggas broke up. This blah blah. They like, yeah man, we just done. Like, well, I'm like, what you mean?
At a time like this?
So now it's like you said, it's giving perspective. Because you saying it's an interview. I didn't never know it was an interview. So when they saying it as an interview, that's probably why they saying, nah, we don't want to work with Mike.
They didn't tell you this because you still was doing your thing with Wale.
Yeah.
So you didn't get sent home.
So I'm like
they sending the band home from New York because they got the interview that you wrote with Sid Thomas and Red and Rich.
See, I ain't never know it was no interview.
They ain't like the interview.
So look, Tone. So when I'm calling, I'm saying
he spent the joint on.
Seeing how he spent it, I was like, okay, I see how.
Tone, listen, I'm saying why y'all done? And they telling me, nah, we don't want to work with Mike. I'm like, why? They not telling me. I didn't know it was no interview. So I'm just like, we had already had this conversation before. Like I said, I didn't say this, but you weren't there. I had already had conversations with them. Like, it's no such thing as no UCB if it ain't the whole front line or the people. It's no such thing. If that's the case, it's the Trey show.
Right.
It's not no such thing as that if it ain't. You know what I'm saying? We can never be called this if these people ain't it.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? That I had already had that conversation prior. Mm-hmm. So when they telling me that, this is like March 2011. I'm just like,
yeah, I can see how they move forward after that.
I ain't know what to do after that.
Yeah.
And then what we do, Tom? Cause you came with me.
Yeah, I'm here.
For the next 2 months, I ain't had no voice. I felt like I lost my voice, but I probably was depressed for real, because I ain't never had my voice gone for that long. I got Paula Campbell and Miss Kim, all them coming over there trying to give me meds and shit. They took what they I'm like, man, that shit ain't coming back. So now we in like May, 2 months later. I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So they calling me like, yo, while they was like, man, look, I'm trying to get you to help me work on this album, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. He said, man, the label gonna get us a house, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right. So
that was Atlanta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I answered.
And I was already down there.
Yeah.
I left Atlanta like a year early.
So now we in like May.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I'm gonna come down there. A whole month passed. I still ain't go. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna come. So I talked to Greg. I'm like, look, I'm gonna just go down there for like a couple weeks.
Because me and Wale fell out, and I went to Atlanta.
Yeah. So I'm working on. I'm gonna go down there and work on the project. So I said, I'm gonna just wait till 4th of July. So I drives down to Atlanta on the 5th of July, 2011. I ended up staying for 5 years. And Mike went to Houston. Mike called me like, man, look, I'm about to sign with Steve. He sent me the contract. I look over the contract. I say, Mike, change this, change that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then he was down in Houston, and I was talking to him like once a week or a couple times a month. He telling me about what they was doing there with my Steve, right? And then we was down there. I just said to myself, I guess I'm about to just be a writer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no band. It wasn't no band.
Yeah. When I come home in July. Mind you, I don't know none of this has happened.
Right.
So I come home in July, and my expectations is like, damn, you know, I'm about to play in a band, but it ain't no band. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
A lot of transpired in 2 years. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because on one side you got it's a lot of animosity over here, but it all transpired while you was inside.
I don't know what
you know what I mean?
do.
And then
literally don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
So you know what I'm saying?
So it really wasn't no one specific thing. It was more so just a bunch of things happening, some misunderstandings.
The main thing was misunderstanding.
That's some misunderstanding. Somebody spent the interview.
And lack of communication.
I think it's misunderstanding, but I also think that Roc Nation wasn't really understanding the entirety of what we were or what we had going on. Correct. Because what I can say for with Wale was he was adamant about making UCB an entity to live on his own. You know what I'm saying?
I seen him doing that.
So
no,
like,
he was for sure. Yeah.
But it's even things.
I'm saying still to this day, even with what's coming up.
Yeah, you know but it's things in his own career.
But that's one thing. Slim, he does that when he wants to do it too. Yeah. Like you know. What I mean?
So like it was things that I think that he wasn't even understanding, even with his own career, where it was shortcomings from a label or something that you know what I'm saying. Whereas though. If y'all ain't even doing what y'all need to be doing with him, y'all definitely ain't gonna understand like what role
they not even trying to hear for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
So
especially when you can't bring in like you ain't like what's the fun that like how we gonna pay for 10 niggas?
Yes, because they looking at it as like
$2,500 to $3,000. That's per night. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's the cost.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, but when you telling me that you got 12, I'm like nah. It ain't gonna. That ain't gonna
give me
work.
the 30,000 and 40 coming.
Let me tell you what I thought the goal was gonna be. The vision.
Yeah.
I thought we was gonna back Wale what we was doing, our back line, using Wale, man, let him use our back line basically, and Trey as his hype man, until we get the album done. And then when we get the album done, my expectation was for us to like tour with him. When he plays somewhere, we do like 15, 20 minute set, 30 minute set. Doing his intermission, pass the album out and show him like this play our shit. That's what I thought we was doing.
Was that ever communicated to him?
Yeah, that's what it was. Communicated that we was doing. That's the purpose of the album.
Gotcha.
You can tour with Wale if you got some
material.
Nah, see, they was telling the project was because Lenny S was at the time was still at Def Jam, and Lenny was one of the executives for the Roots. And,
see how the miscommunication is?
Yeah.
Doc's telling me. I'm under the impression that when we get the album done, right? We're going to intermission, play on the intermission, doing Wale shows wherever he play at that he used to
what Dax wanted to do.
And you know
that's what I was under the impression. I was like, now he telling me this is something that he pitched to some people and got projects on the side to do.
Yeah.
They offered
a whole bunch of
miscommunication.
Somebody saying this, somebody else saying that.
Like I said, I'm not around to like. Bro,
clear it up.
And this is the thing. Mike can tell you this off the break. If Mike really want to know something, he gonna call me straight off the break. He might talk to everybody else, but if he really want to know, he gonna say, "Hey, fam, man, what's really going on with this?" Yeah. No matter what it is, he would just pick up the phone and just call me. And Trey the same way. Hey, E. This what I want to do. This what I'm trying to do. This what I'm trying to communicate.
All the miscommunication and all that shit was happening.
Trey might say what he trying to get across, because man, he on a whole another way. He in Australia for real.
Yeah,
he on a Rihanna tour, but he trying to communicate. I got 10 minutes. I need to tell you this, and I need this to be delivered.
Right.
When he hang up the phone, I know what he trying to get across. I can deliver that message to whoever need to be delivered to, and we can execute it in that kind of way. But unfortunately, I wasn't here. So whatever was happening over here, I can't communicate it to Mike in the correct way because I'm not there. Whatever's happening with Trey, I can't communicate it to the musicians because I'm not there.
All the time.
I can't communicate it.
And I was still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah. Nah, for real. Nah, I'm hip.
So look, but I just remember Mike's frustration when I would call him, be like, "Yeah, y'all, you got this joint that I sent, blah blah blah," and he'd be like, "Man, these niggas ain't coming." These niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that was a
you know,
tough time.
niggas was at home.
I'm saying for me, it was a tough time.
But so for me, let me tell you what my perspective was. So my thing was, why? If it's 12 members, 10 to 12 members, right? And y'all all sitting in Washington, why I gotta be there to make y'all get together? I ain't no fucking babysitter.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but then he telling me like, yeah, I tried to get somebody to come.
Road, though, fool.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about
even when
when they.
thought y'all wasn't, like, even when you was gone, you thought they was. Them niggas wasn't home. Erk and them wasn't in there.
No,
all
listen
niggas
to what I'm
that
saying.
was home listening to them tracks you was singing from Mike and all that shit when y'all was on the road with Wale and shit.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in 2010 when no band wasn't on the road.
Yeah, and that was gone. That's
what
this
that time.
The whole 8 months, it was none.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing going on.
It was no band because I told they couldn't afford it.
That's true.
And I'm like, this is the time that we can get to
get.
That's how we would start doing
yeah.
some of the blend shit. You used to be calling me, telling me, nah, niggas.
Listen, I know for a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I know for a fact when the blend started.
I came back and me, you, and Rashad went in the studio.
I know for a fact when we started that project, when we started gathering.
I went and got the verses. I went and got the features. Then I came back to the Central Electronics, and then we spent like a month. To be honest
with you, after you went in, only person I seen on the blend was me, him, and Rashad.
Yeah. Because you used to be calling me getting frustrated.
A lot of people don't even know. See, this part y'all talking about, a lot of people, because y'all the front men, think it's just Mike and Trey just not, seeing the same thing. But what I'm hearing is the people on the back end is having some issues and really not understanding what's really going on the front end.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of miscommunication.
They ain't had nobody to communicate it to them.
Yeah, and that's where you come in.
Yeah, but even still though, my thing is, what you saying, you forgetting the whole goal is to make UCB
coming back to the goal.
An entity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If everybody don't understand that, it's gonna be that.
It's gonna
I know
be that.
if that's on his mind, he ain't there. If that's on his mind, he at home trying to get it done.
Yeah.
That's on my mind. I'm on the road trying to make a situation.
Yeah.
But if it ain't on everybody else's mind, like if you just only want to be a backing musician for Wale, then just say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that ain't never was the goal for us, nor was it for him.
Right.
Wale want us to be a
entity.
viable entity. You know what I'm saying?
And the truth is, I don't think it was their goal either. I just think once things happen, and I don't want to put it all on my shoulders, but I'm saying that I wasn't there. Once things happened and I wasn't there, then it was no one to like. And I don't want to. It's just nobody
left, man.
Yeah, it's just nobody. It's just nobody to communicate.
Structure kind of broke down.
That's what it is. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Miscommunication allowed the structure to break down.
And he was out, and we would have did it, and he was out.
Yeah,
we would have been performing the blend at the shows.
1,000%.
See, I never knew that was you said that's what saying that was going to happen. I didn't know that was what we was doing it for.
Bro, if I was
no bullshit. I remember sitting in Quo Avenue in the kitchen, talking about it.
I know
we had that conversation.
No, I'm saying you said that's what saying that that's what we was doing that particular.
Yeah, I can say for that project, we definitely was doing that. I thought we was doing
a project to be able to because
man, we can't tour with Wale unless we get original music.
Nah, see, I ain't know that.
Some original music to be touring with him and stuff. All we got is
that's what Dax told you.
Yeah, that's what Dax told me.
You know, this is the first time. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and this is the first time I heard about the article.
Yeah, I ain't know about no article, but I'm gonna tell you this.
That's
what
I can see how an article too.
It's fine.
Remember this.
What's
on
up?
Twitter? What did you think the question of me saying to Wale, what's up with the 20-minute set, or 20% raise in a 30-minute set?
I ain't even
That came from Dax.
I ain't know that.
Dax said, listen.
That was on
son,
Twitter, you said?
I tweeted him that because he ain't never followed me back. On Twitter, you know, Wale ain't want to follow me back, and then all the followers, whoever followed me, just look different for the stats, whatever the case was. So I hit Dax. Dax hit me up and said, Mike, we've been playing for Wale for almost 2 years backing him for $2,000 a show. We can ask for 25% raise. There's nothing wrong with that. That's $500. That's $500 on the 2,000. So I said, hey, $25 ain't nothing. That ain't bad. They should honor that.
Right.
So that's what I asked on Twitter. I said, Wale, what's up with the 20% raise and the 30-minute
You
set?
asking the wrong person.
I was just listen. He took the words that I was about to say. That's the wrong person.
He turned around and said,
But
You gotta ask Richard.
But to his credit, he don't know.
listen,
At this point, he don't know that.
I had to learn the same thing in a different way. I didn't know who to ask
I'm
at
in the
first.
blind. Like, that's the only person I know that.
Yeah, at this
I
point, he don't know
communicated
that.
about doing a set with is
he don't know
Wale.
that.
Right,
So
right.
anyone, I think he can honor that.
Yeah, he don't know.
Yeah,
But at the time, I'm just
especially
thinking-
based on back end conversations that you have with an artist, and they tell you out their mouth that I can do X, Y, and Z, but then you get in the
I
game and
just
you realize
wanted that shit honored.
the artist
That's all
don't
I
have
wanted.
control,
I wanted
which is what I had to
about
learn.
honor. You ain't here, and he probably ain't here. But what
I
I
ain't
thought
know
was
Dax was
discussed
saying that. That
was
wasn't
20
why I
minutes-
was trying to get the
a
project.
20 minutes a raise that Dax suggested, and a 30-minute set between Wale and a mission.
Yeah,
Is what I just wanted them to honor. I was like, just honor that.
Yeah.
See, now
I feel you. I get it.
Tone,
But then
now,
I ain't seen
now I
that
was thinking
shit.
about a 30-minute set, but not for that. I'm just thinking about these offers. You know what I'm saying?
And not being there, bro, and you hearing this stuff.
Yeah.
Later on in
frustrated.
the
At the same time, I'm telling G Money and Bo, this is when y'all gonna be back on the stage. Though y'all not on the blend, Chris and them not gonna be at all our shows and Wale shows.
Right.
Y'all
just
gonna need
put
to
the
plug
verse
in
on
and do
there.
y'all verses and shit, and y'all gonna get a chance to get on.
Yeah.
Cause niggas were talking about that, man. Y'all ain't G Money Boy ain't on the jump with this and that, and it was that little tension.
But you was saying that
But they
wasn't
chose
coming
not
the
to be
studio.
on it. Did
Listen
they?
to what I'm
they
saying is
wasn't
that
on
like they're accountable for why they ain't on it too.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back in the days, we would have made sure all of us was on it.
I get what you're saying.
This time we was getting to a point where we was like, you ain't ready and got this shit together, or you ain't ready to rock and roll, we gonna keep it moving.
Ain't nobody gonna force
So
nothing.
yeah, we ain't
Like,
forcing nobody to do nothing. If you ain't ready, we
If
gonna
your
rock and
ambition
roll.
don't get you on there, then you won't be
Basically,
on it.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's why it was only me, Trey, and Rashad in the studio to finish the
got you.
project.
I got
My
you.
point, I'm just saying though, that's the time they had the chance to get back on the stage. But
Facts.
we never got to that point
I got you.
because of the article came out and they
got
got
you.
sent
I
home.
never knew it was no article.
Yeah, so see it Tom.
That's a
I'm
fire
watching the
story,
papers.
bro.
That's crazy.
That's what really happened.
And I
never
can see
knew
that from Rich's
I ain't know
perspective.
that.
I know if he sees
That's
something
why
like
I kept
that,
asking
he gonna
him
look
when
like
you
with the
told me
person that they put
and I
money
called,
into.
I kept calling him like, why y'all saying that?
Yeah,
Why y'all
Tom,
saying
he called
that?
me one day about it. He was like, let me holler at Wale. And it was after the article. And he was like, man, your go-go mentality, he don't want to talk to you.
I sound like somebody I'd probably say back
said
then.
that shit.
Yeah, because you know at that time, like it's so funny. 'Cause I had Teddy Riley had called me about something, and he explained something to me, and I was like, it went back to the go-go mentality and why he didn't do a certain project with a certain band, even though he said one of the go-go bands is his favorite band of all time, like of all bands, right?
That's
He
crazy.
was jumped
And,
out, right?
and yeah, and then even outside of that, like we do got that stigma like outside because a lot of it ain't just you or nobody else. It's how the culture is. It's where we come from. You know what I mean? It's
how
a
it's
DC
shaped.
thing. It's how we shape. You know what I mean? And so that did play a part, and I started saying it with myself because I still had it's a DC thing. It ain't even a go-go thing. It's a DC thing. And so I was like, yeah, it's probably that. You know what I'm saying? Which I was just trying to let you know, like, look, we may gotta learn how to approach things a little different because
This
up
after-
here,
this after,
it's a
like,
whole,
what
it
we
moves
use?
different up here at the labels.
This when all that shit was going on.
Yeah, and I wanted to see Rock because my man, you know what I'm saying?
I wanted to just holler
I
at
wanted
him,
to
you
see
know?
Rock win.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm like, nah, bro. Like I had to learn because me and Wale is notorious for having disagreements.
Yeah, y'all like stepbrothers.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all like stepbrothers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but I had to learn even with him, like on a DC Maryland perspective, things was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is though. Like I really ain't never spent no time on Maryland before I grew up. I went from uptown to Southwest.
Yeah,
and then out of
just
town.
and just
You know what I'm
never
saying?
had
So
no-
I was just only used to dealing with people how we deal with things in the city personally, which is what DJ Toom. Shout out DJ Toom. I had to learn that my man was tolerating me, bro, more than anybody out
was
here. You feel me? And I done did a lot of shit over there.
Yeah, I was there.
He remember
I
he said you and T.I., man, y'all got the same fire in y'all. He
Yeah.
said, but it's it's for good reasons. It's for respect. But you gotta learn how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Because this music industry ain't like where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to relate to you when I called you. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about when you was over at his compound, right?
At the Metropolitan.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Man, I can write. It could be a movie on that joint. Yeah. So I say this too. I'm gonna move forward to this. So a lot of fans, right, including myself, right, we want to know, like, you know, when you go on Spotify and Apple Music, we can't find the classic Neighborhood Life album. We can't. No, they don't no more. We can't find. We got next. You know what I'm saying? Man. Will those ever see the light of day again?
I think we could put Neighborhood Life the song or something out.
I think we can.
Why wouldn't you want to put the album out?
Because I just feel like it don't represent us. Like we were saying earlier, nigga, we was going in there and we was recording, and then they might be like, all right, we got 2 more hours for vocals.
Yeah,
2 more hours.
You told me something. But you told me something also.
We ain't had like.
There was a lot of rush shit.
You know what I'm
saying?
So,
really ain't mixed quality.
But Eric said something. Eric, and I recently just told somebody this, right? I was like, see, these songs came out. It's a time capsule, and it came out at a certain time for you to go back and see where you came from, and also a lot of people connected to that too. Like even outside of you or how you feel or anybody specifically, that's something that 100,000 plus people, hundreds of thousands of people that's connected to.
If you want to pay to go get some of them clearances and shit, you can go ahead and pay for something.
I feel you though on that though.
I think for me, man, I think it is. I think it does speak to the growth, but also it's one of those things, man. If you was there, you got to experience it. If you wasn't, you just missed out.
I still got the CDs though. And I got them.
And you know, for me, man, if we're not going to be able to make records moving forward, I don't want that to be
the representation.
What people.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
I don't want that. I don't want that to be.
I still
people,
do UCB live though because because the people still want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But if we ain't gonna be able to make,
it ain't gonna be the same how UCB was.
See, coming from a fan perspective,
it's a whole never move, huh?
What y'all did, I think it was a lot of perfections in the imperfections. Like because it wasn't great, that's why it was great. Because y'all honestly, y'all was in the pursuit at the time of wanting to be great, but you just weren't
but we wasn't
there you with the skill just yet.
Yeah,
you
in the pursuit of sexy lady.
Because I know you told me something before. You was like,
I said we. This is the record business, and you got to be a recording artist. It's an art to recording.
You used to talk about your pitch a lot.
You can't just You can't just go in there, do one take, and then that's on the joint. Or go in, you're not doing no vocal production or that. We wasn't doing none of that.
I think I'm
getting in there.
I'm gonna say
because it's live.
You know what I'm saying? But
because it's live, you can do that somewhat.
Yeah, but
it still need to be mixed.
It need to be vocal.
But y'all was young too, though.
But
that was another thing. Y'all was young.
Same thing we did on the blend.
And Tone, I
don't like some of them joints.
Because I see the growth in your voice and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Also, Tone actually going there and vocally producing. Like on the blend, you gonna hear that.
I can hear it.
You know why? Because we was actually having time to record. And
I heard on the Lotus Fly Bomb song on the background.
Or like Diana
more skillful
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you the same thing we did with Sexy Lady. We went in, tweaked certain things. We ain't do that with none of them. It was just whatever the take.
So this is one of my only gripes with our culture. Is we won't professionalize it, bro.
That's my whole pursuit. Look, where y'all sitting right now is a reflection of that.
We won't
professionalize.
And I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this as an analogy. I'm gonna use this as an analogy, right? The reason why KD can get paid 20 million, LeBron can get paid 40 million, because it ain't 3,000 motherfuckers on the bench trying to do the same thing. That's not professional.
Right.
You had to prove it in AAU. You had to then you had to go to high school. Then you had to be in the 8th grade and be good. Then you had to play JV. Then you had to play varsity. Then you had to go to college. But then you'd be, and amongst all these steps, you had to be All-American. You had to be all your state, all your conference.
Right.
Then you get drafted to the big league.
Right.
But nowadays, I can go to Best Buy, buy some studio equipment, sing some shit, put some go-go beats and shit on it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be right next to Beyonce on Spotify.
That's crazy. Yeah.
My shit gonna be right next to hers. We gonna be side by side. Beyonce has been singing and dancing her whole fucking life.
Since she was like 8. Like
No, see,
literally.
that's an illusion,
And I'm gonna be, bro.
It's not
that's-
an illusion though. It's no motherfucking way you think you're getting that Beyonce money.
No. I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying.
Anybody can make a song now.
That's my
Right.
point.
Anybody can do that.
That's
They
my
make
point.
you look like you could be a star,
But it's not-
you still ain't getting no star cash.
That's my point. But guess why the reason you're not getting no stock cash? Guess why the reason you're not?
What?
Yeah, because it's not professionalized. If you had to be a
We can go
professional.
right now to Line and Fox and put a professional song
No,
out.
you can't.
Right now we can go record
But
a
see,
professional
hold on,
song.
no.
You can't
This
do
what
it.
I had to learn though.
put it
Professional
out.
goes beyond the record though.
You can't do
It
it.
goes beyond the record.
Servicing it, getting the service and doing the
All
whole
that.
line. Registering,
Yeah.
doing all that. And it still don't make no money.
No,
Mike,
he's saying you're not a
you-
professional
Mike,
artist.
you
You're doing
can't do it.
You're a professional
And I'm gonna tell you why. The analogy I use. You can't. The reason why KD and LeBron get $50 million because your ass ain't sitting at the end of the bench waiting to get in the game. If you was on the bench, they'd be getting paid the same much we getting paid. That's why they complaining about streaming. Motherfuckers getting paid 0.1%. You know why?
Why?
Because 14,000 songs come out every fucking day.
You ain't getting no money on streams anyway.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's all
But if your ass was in the NBA, the reason why the
He's saying
contract's so big,
He's saying the margin, like if it's a bum nigga on the bench, then
he's not going to be on the bench because he's not going to be a professional.
yeah, that's what he's saying.
He's not gonna even make
he's
it
saying,
to
he's
the
saying
league.
this shit ain't even gonna make it. You gotta. It's like a filter. Like you used to have to be good to get in this place. Or you
Mike,
need to be good.
he'll
to
never
get
make
in
it
this
to the
place or
league.
whatever.
But imagine if you're in the NBA and you see an NBA bench and the motherfucker that played in the Herbo is sitting there. KD can't make $20 million because that nigga gotta make some money too.
But also,
You know what I'm
it's devaluing the NBA.
And that's
basically saying.
and that's what I'm trying.
It's devaluing.
But so
That's
that's
everything in life.
But that-
everything's being depreciated.
But that's-
basketball, football.
but that's what I'm
everything.
trying to tell you. I think that's
Shit
our
ain't the
biggest
same.
issue, Joe.
I'm not
against that.
I'm gonna help you with the comparison. It's like the way we used to value go-go in the 80s and the early 90s. Because you could put R.E., Junkyard, Backyard, Groovers, Chuck Brown, EU all on the same stage and they're gonna all sound different.
Right.
Now it's
Now it's not the
gonna
same.
be
Nah,
that.
nah.
Everybody ain't gonna all sound
depreciated.
different.
Hey, but you know what? Look, on that note, because we gotta wrap up in a minute. On that note, it's funny you say that. What can we expect on June 21st at that show?
Nostalgia.
Whoa, nostalgia.
Okay, because I know that the fans
Nostalgia.
will be, yeah, that's gonna be
We
a good
we
show.
we
all
having
around
it-
the board.
We
That's
going
gonna
back
be a
and
good
forth
show.
with that right
Listen,
now.
listen.
Okay.
Cause I'm trying to get straight to it.
Yeah,
Listen,
Yeah.
it's gonna always be UCB for life on me.
no question.
Especially with these original niggas. We started this shit, right? But don't get it fucked up.
Yeah,
UCB Live, I'm still
Crank.
keeping our legacy going. I'm
Yeah.
one of the motherfucking founding members of UCB.
That's right.
So it's still in me. I can learn.
Nah,
I
that's
learn from all
respect.
these
Nah,
niggas.
no question.
We all learn from each other, so it ain't
Yeah.
gonna never go nowhere.
Yeah.
We still got UCB going, but it's just UCB Live.
I
It
got
ain't
you.
gonna never be this same UCB.
But
This
the
UCB
21st
right here.
nostalgia.
This you gonna see
And
the
It's the
21st.
foundation
Listen,
right
It's
here.
like the founding fathers
Tone,
of America.
Tone, the shit really so special, man.
It's gonna go down.
When
Facts.
When I
That
realized
shit gonna be crazy. I'll be there.
we had
Fucking people's up.
full transparency. We had rehearsal last night. What I realized when you get these group of individuals in one room, it's hard to find a group of motherfuckers that can really do what we do.
I'm hip.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just in totality. And that's no disrespect to none of the other groups because I love all the groups, all of the go-go's groups. But when we all get in the same room, it's something special to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just something special to happen.
Hey,
It's something special to happen.
Nah,
bro.
but-
this confidence.
But no, but that's a fact because like that's
It's so special to
but
happen.
yeah, he's speaking on something that everybody be talking about to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all have that
Something
synergy.
special, man.
You know, so I'm a
Hey, but we was going back and forth in rehearsal too about what we gonna do because I'm trying to get straight to
Yeah,
it.
Trey trying to
So look,
Trey
I'm
trying
trying to get straight to it.
June 21st, man, catch the originals UCB, man. They gonna be playing with Wale down at the National Stadium.
Wale
right?
asked me, he
Yeah.
excited, asked me, all right, so what y'all gonna hit? I'm like,
You gonna
listen,
let
man.
Wale come out with us?
Listen,
he
man.
gonna come out with us.
Yeah.
He wants to.
Yeah, it's on him.
But
He need
he
to
asked me
party,
about what
party.
we gonna hit. I'm
Yeah.
like, listen,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get
party,
straight
party.
to it.
Hey, nah, look, man,
Yeah.
we had the originals UCB here, man. I appreciate my brothers coming through, man. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, thanks to the
Eric,
carryout.
Trey,
Always.
Mikey, the foundation right here, UCB, man. I'm Tone P, your host, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Thanks, Tone. Carry out. Appreciate it.
Hey, G.
Yeah. SJ, what's up, G? Hey.
Man.
This chicken cold the motherfucker now,
I'm
right?
about to put it.